Information uncensored.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. I just made sure that the mute gods are not appeased today. I hope all of you are having an absolutely wonderful night. We just recently had Rob Mulligan's stream, and we are doing our back-to-back, thank God for Fallout Fridays. With our Team Wasteland starting this morning, and then now we are running our Fallout Asia group. Don't challenge the mute gods. Nope, I'm challenging the mute gods. So we are here with our wonderful group. We have Captain Mark, we have Doña Teresa Cuervo, we have Johnny Drop, Logar the Ogar, and Stinkpalm 007. I'm going to have each of them introduce themselves, and then we are going to be dropping a couple of pieces of news for our community. So Mark, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Captain Mark87 on the Discords. You can find me on Twitter, Captain Mark7. I'm here every week, obviously, and also tomorrow for Capricious's Cyberpunk game, same time, same channel, and also over at twitch.tv/Heroes in Theory on Sundays for D&D.
And what time was that? One more time. I want to make sure I get it written down correctly.
2 p.m. Pacific, according to Raven, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't know time zones.
I don't know time zones either.
No,
I can't even tell you guys.
It's 10 o'clock in the evening in the UK.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's 6:30 a.m. here, so you know, time zones don't make sense. Let's just all run on one universal time, and yeah.
At this point, thanks to you, I know Taiwanese time zone much better than I know American time zones.
Yes. Well, for right now,
yeah, you're 13 hours ahead.
Oh, and I'm no longer 13 daylight savings time. I'm exactly 12 hours ahead of Eastern.
Fucking hate it here, dude.
Which works so perfectly for me because I can say, "Oh, 13, it's at 6 o'clock."
13 out of me. So
yes, yeah, because you're central, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Time zones. Yeah. America.
With the Olympics, I actually impressed some of my work buddies who were questioning what time it would have been while the Olympics were running.
Okay.
So thank you for that.
All right, Raven, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. Tonight I'll be playing Camacho, the Ark Survivor. You can catch me here every Friday for Fallout Asia, and every Saturday for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad, also with Captain Mark and Cap. You can find me all over the internet at Doña Teresa Cuervo.
Awesome, thank you. John.
Hello everybody, I am John. You can find me over on the Discord as Johnny Drop. You can find me here every Friday for Fallout Asia and every Saturday for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. And I also have a SoundCloud at Arkson if you'd like to check that out. And tonight I will be playing Minsky, your neurotic little nurse Handybot.
Awesome, thank you. Logar.
Hi, I'm Logar the Ogar. You can find me at twitch.tv/Logar the Ogar, twitter.com/Logar the Ogar, and on Instagram at Twig and Logar, which is just pictures of my cat. I will be playing Val Jacobs, a mercenary survivor who was born in America but was trapped in Taiwan when the bombs fell and has now spent his whole life traveling the wilderness and is an effective member of his team, as proved in the last 2 sessions.
Of course. And Tracy.
I'm Tracy, your StinkPalm007. You can catch me on Twitter and Discord, StinkPalm007. And I've been working a bunch on my supplement, Medicine Time of Red. It is so close to being finished. We're just dealing with layout now. So very soon we will have that out. It's got tons of extra stuff in it and stories written by a number of other people who play medtechs. So it's going to be great. The best, everybody loves it. And I play Jianyu, who no longer travels the wastelands with his Brahmin.
Yeah. Yeah, our last session ended off on a bit of an odd note, but it is what it is. When we deal with our grim dark world. Folks, I'm Capricious Nature, and as you can tell, I have a very capricious nature, especially when GMing. We are here today with all of my wonderful, wonderful players. I have a couple of announcements and a bunch of little links to share with all of you. First and foremost, what I'd like to let all of you know is that you can check out and find all of the supplements that we use across both this as well as our other streams over on cybernationuncensored.com. I have a specific one out for Fallout Asia, and it will be updated within the next couple of weeks now that our players have started to encounter more of these denizens of the wasteland. So there will be additional enemies and encounters listed on there. Now, if you want to use some generators to help speed up your game for Fallout 2D20, you can check out my Reddit post where I have all of my perchance generators, settlements, items, builds, NPCs, everything that you could possibly need. It's all over on there, and it's all at a click of a button. You can also check out the Modifius Discord on there. It is linked as well. Big shout out to them. They have always been a very, very avid supporter and helper with all of this. It has been wonderful. And that's where actually our other channel that we work with, or other provider that we work with, comes in for a specialty announcement. We have an upcoming stream April 1st. Cybernation Uncensored is going to be hosting a charity stream in support of the conflict going on in Ukraine, and we're going to be doing it in cooperation with Artelsorian Games. So please join us next Friday, so this time, on April 1st at the same time. It's going to be myself. We're going to have Rob Mulligan. We're going to have our sweet Ellie Bean and a couple of surprising guests joining in with us, as well as a pretty big name GM popping on over to help run our game. So I'm looking forward to that because I get to be a player. Yay! The last little announcement that I want to share with everybody is that if you are interested in Fallout 2D20 and you're looking for more streams to follow, very, very fun one that I've been following for a while now. It's called Fallout 2D20 Pacific Northwest. They are finally starting back up. Their stream is officially moving over to Saturdays over in the US. It's going to be happening at, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock EST? Yes. And myself and my Cyberpunk player, Vampire Bites, will be joining their crew as players. So yeah, it's going to be an absolute blast. Every weekend now, you guys can see my ugly mug on Twitch 3 times. So good luck maintaining your sanity, because I'm going to be breaking out an old character that did not have very much time in the limelight. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, folks, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce our session with the journal entries from our wonderful Jianyu. So go ahead and take that away.
Journal of Dr. Ho Jianyu, Thursday, October 23rd, 2110, day 1970. Hope. Hope was always my downfall. Why do I do it? I even named my daughter She for Hope. But it always turns out wrong. I hoped I could be a good, honorable citizen of the Empire, and yet they treated me as second class. I hoped I could end the Empire's reign over my home, and yet I landed in this hellscape. I hoped I could help my community and stop this threat, and yet we killed Mei Anji. I hoped I could save the little girl's life, and yet it cost me my dynamo. Why do I hope? Why do I think I can change anything? Why do I try? These desires bring nothing but pain, yet I can't detach. I'll never be like Dogen. Goodbye, Dynamo. Stupid fucking cow. My best friend for 1,856 days. Goodbye.
All right, so there we go. Thank you very much for our wonderful little intro there. As was mentioned...
Mute gods.
Oh.
You challenged them and you lost.
Ah! Okay, I lost to the mute gods. Alright, yes. Don't challenge the gods. So as was just mentioned by Jianyu here, let me switch over to our player cards, or PC cards. As was mentioned by Jianyu, when it comes with our last episode, what happened is that we had a pretty terrifying run-in with not only some Taiwanese folklore, but also with, well, this weird thing that's starting to spread around. It managed to chase after them straight out of a abandoned coal mine and took down Dynamo in the process. So we have our trader themselves kind of losing their own back Brahmin. Pretty big effect there, which really sucks, but we'll see how that works out in the future. And that's where we pick back up, is that over the course of your guys' game, you were exploring around in that underground area. You eventually got out and ran your way through this pretty heavy acid rain that was outside, and you guys made your way all the way back down the road and got to an old convenience store and made your way inside to find some shelter for the night away from the pursuing of this creature. So I'm going to let you guys pick up on that. What would you like to do inside of this space? Do you guys just want to go to sleep? Because I know many of you are starting to... Oh, we actually didn't move our tokens. So let's move our tokens, folks. Hunger, thirst, sleep, and fatigue, all four of those, down by 1. Let's get those updated. So yeah, what do you folks want to do? Are you gonna try and deal with food, deal with water, deal with sleep? What is our...
What time is it?
It is 6:44 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. It is, let's see. I have a 1d12. I can figure out the time. I think that's a 12, yeah. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the date is now October 22nd, 2110.
I have 2 gamma guavas that I'm now going to eat. That should take me back up to full, or will it only take 1? Hunger-wise?
I believe 1 would bring you up by 1, so 2 for 2, 3 for 3.
Oh, yeah, I'll eat both then, that's fine. Take that to full.
I think the only one where it does it fully is a purified water.
Gotcha. That's sorted.
I think, So, question: when we go to sleep, when we wake up, do we move all of our tokens down again?
So you will move your sleep all the way up to rested if you get your full uninterrupted 8 hours, and then your hunger and thirst go down by 1.
So it would be beneficial to eat after we wake up, if we were to go to sleep.
Theoretically, if you wanted to.
Theoretically, if we wanted to.
Minsky doesn't have to give a shit about any of this.
He is just hanging out in the acid rain.
Yep. Getting it clean.
I need to scrounge up some food. All my food was on Dynamo.
Right, shit.
Some
So, I mean,
some
are
to spare.
we in a place
I do.
that we can scavenge?
Yeah, you are in a space. It is very heavily searched, but you guys do have a chance to scavenge inside this area. If you would like to scavenge, please roll me a... let's do survival... Well, because it's difficult to find inside this area, survival intelligence instead of survival perception, because there's nothing that's readily visible, so survival intelligence.
Damn, I'm real good at that.
Should we do a like a group check or something? Because what did you say the difficulty was?
The difficulty, I believe, was a DV2.
Oh, just DV2. Okay. I was thinking it was going to be higher. All right. Well, then...
Pull out my Fallout Asia Wastelands reveals generator. Again, anybody interested in using any of the generators, I highly recommend you check them out, because I don't have to sit here rolling 400,000 times to figure out what the heck they're finding inside this area. I just click one button. Right. So, let's get this
Cool,
pulled up.
fun. Wow.
Yeah.
So you said it was a DB2?
Yep.
Okay, cool. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Let me roll for a... There we go. Commercial, okay. Search, there we go. Cool. So what do we have? Awesome. So Sean, failure. We got a 15. Camacho, 11-19. So that puts us into critical fail range. We have Dr. Ho Jianyu with a critical fail at a 20. And then we have Val Jacobs at a 15 and a 19. So we've got 3 critical failures going on inside of this building. None of you have slept. We just now got a bunch of -2s magically from one of our audience members. I wonder who would have sent that in. So yeah, what do we want to do about all of those fails?
I'm gonna re-roll one of my failures.
So you're gonna spend a point of luck?
Yep.
Alright.
Can I use Logar's 2 -2s to get rid of my crit fail?
Yep.
Let's get rid of that. Then we're down to only 1 to worry about.
That was so close, dear God. Yeah, Camacho, so you're at 18 now instead of 19, so it went down by 1, but you're now out of the critical failure band. So yeah, we have the 2 of our -2s taken up. Thank you very much, going out to Logar. Whoever that is.
Jesus Christ. I used my last luck point to re-roll it because I don't want to have a critical failure. We've only been playing for 5 minutes.
18. Alright, so there are now no critical failures left, and a grand total of 1 success. You guys find nothing inside of this building of any value at all. This place has been searched and ransacked and searched and ransacked and then used by homeless people and then searched again and ransacked again. You guys are lucky that there's even a front door on the building. But the one thing that that does still seem to be in the back, it's kind of covered up with just with a thick layer of dust because nobody really knows very well how to operate them. But there is a very, very old computer interface in the back of the building because this is a convenience store. They use it for maintenance and they use it for their bots, but you do not see any of the bots inside of the building. There's no Hermes.
Yeah, Jianyu will go play with that computer.
Yeah, I think Val's gonna like fall behind him. Like, ooh. Finally a computer.
Now, a question for you guys. I would like everybody right now, please roll me a 1d20, or just roll me a luck check. Are you able to just roll luck?
No.
Alright, roll me roll me a luck science check.
Oh. That's better.
Both of us?
Everybody. Well,
Everybody.
Minsky, you don't have to because you're washing yourself off already.
Alright, never mind.
Actually, Minsky, would you be out there possibly singing in the rain?
No, Minsky is claw punching whatever object is nearby.
Like in Footloose, the musical number?
I would confirm if I have ever seen Footloose. I've not seen Footloose.
Oh
bloody
yeah, you're the
classic.
youngest
You know
person
what?
here. I keep forgetting that. My God, we've got our youngin' over there. Got it. Okay.
I have done lighting design for a musical production of Footloose.
So you know what I'm talking about then?
Nope.
Oh, of course not. Only lighting design. Never saw the show. Never listened.
Literally did not go to the show.
Or any of the practices. Okay. So what we've got now, Val, you have in fact seen computer terminals in the past. Jianyu, you not only have seen computer terminals, but you have interacted with computer terminals. Camacho, you have never seen a computer terminal, and Sean, you have not seen one in any recollection you have of recent memory. They all seem to have been dead. Same thing for Camacho. All the PCs that you may have run across are just dead, so you haven't really interacted with them. But Jianyu, you've interacted with them, and Val has seen them being interacted with, but has not done so himself.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to it and see if I can get into it, or if it's on, or just kind of mess with it.
So you head off into the back, and anybody who's interested in taking a look at the supplement for our Fallout Asia, there is a specific group of robots that are being used inside of our game world, and that is the Hermes series of robots. The Hermes are similar to the Mr. Handys, but they are Japanese make, and they have what's called a UBS, I believe. Let me pull up my PDF so I can double check. New entities. They have a UCB, the Universal Connection Bus, that helps them interact with software, and so these are often found in locations where the worker bots would often work. If you want to access a computer, it's going to be a DV1 Science Intelligence check.
Alright. There. 2 successes.
Yep, and we generate an AP from that. So yeah, you're able to get the computer turned on. The display is a little flickery, it's a little old, it's a little dirty, it's a little cracked, but you're able to get it started up, and you're able to get onto the system there. On the system itself, what you see is that there's a couple of data entry logs about maintenance on the robots. There is a log about delivery of items, and that is it. So it's just been used for log information.
All right. I mean, I'll probably read through the log of delivery of items and the maintenance. The maintenance actually interests Jianyu, even though it's probably boring as dolls get up. But is it hooked up to anything else?
No, there's no like major internet. Internet doesn't really exist. So yeah, there's no major internet, but it has its own internal storage. When you try to access the files on the maintenance log, go ahead and roll me another intelligence science.
Okay.
It seems that when you click on the maintenance log, it seems to be written in some kind of binary system that was input by the robots there. So it seems to be in binary. You're not totally sure what the hell it says. 10100111100000. You don't know.
Yeah, some sort of raw file coming from the robots.
Yeah.
Could Val, while he's watching him do this, make the same check to see if he can tell the computer to format it differently?
Go ahead.
Successful, and it just starts playing that clutch song. Just me.
Okay, cool. Nope.
We have.
I break my finger.
We have a 19 on that roll.
That sucks.
Was that a DV2?
Oh, I'm not telling you the DVs for this because what you're trying to do right now is hacking. And how this works for me at least is that if you're trying to do something like hacking, it's based on how many successes that you get is what you're able to be successful with. That's why when accessing the file, 0 successes, it was in binary, you couldn't understand or read it. If you had a DV with a 1 on there, it would be partially understood, partially corrupted, and if you had DV2, you'd have full access to it. Yeah. So, that's how my brain operates, and if it's a more difficult system, then I will be using this wonderful 4-sided dice here that enjoys giving you guys 3s and 4s. So, yeah, you can't read the maintenance file. It's all binary. Val, well, you have no idea what the hell it says.
Lame. I guess it's nap time.
So, I'm gonna like open up a file, and Jianyu's probably gonna start writing some stuff on there. He'll probably scribble down his journal from the day and maybe the last couple days.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll me one last intelligence science check.
And the whole thing blows up.
2 critical failures. The whole building collapses.
Yeah, exactly. TPK because of a computer.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that something absolutely ridiculous has occurred with our rolls, so, you know.
That's one success.
Yeah, we got 1 success. Yep, you're able to input a couple of your journals into there.
Cool.
What are the rest of you doing while Jianyu is working on inputting this information?
Having a drink and going to sleep because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing.
I am literally outside punching the nearest street sign or something.
Pick a nice comfy corner and just plop down and crash.
Yeah. Got a couple of water bowls from that cave. Probably about the safest thing I've got to drink at the moment. So, yeah, that'll do it.
So you're gonna drink the cave water?
I'm just gonna crash and then you want to get up.
Yeah, it's about the safest thing I've got to drink at the moment. Because I put
Yes,
it in the bottles.
Minsky, nicely. You might be able to spare something.
Minsky
I think you said
have
it wasn't.
1 carton of tea.
Minsky is what?
Okay.
I have a carton of instant tea.
Ah.
If we
I
heated,
spent the other 2 on our now departed children.
if we heated the water up and put the tea in it, would it make the water not possibly have parasites in it?
It's a good point because you said the water wasn't irradiated. He just had to make a disease roll before. So, I mean, can we just boil the water? You don't have radiation to worry about.
You can totally boil the water. Do you have some junk to make a campfire?
Listen,
You got my butt?
we got a butt. I got 2 uses of a survival kit left.
I've actually got 5 pieces of scrap that I've had since I started the game.
Oh,
Sick.
then yes, you can actually make a makeshift little campfire there and cook the water. That's what it's there for.
How many of those do I have to use to do that?
Uses 2.
2, nice, yeah, cool. So you actually see Sean pull out, like, opens the bag and goes into the vessel. Oh, well, I suppose I'll never get to restore her anyway. And he opens the bag, and they're like, some of the scrap that he's sort of circling around, you recognise them as like car parts to like a vintage car. That's just some of the scrap, not all of it. But like he uses that for the base and then builds like a fire with the more flammable material in the middle. And you?
Right. So on here, let me pull this up for setting up a cooking stove. It's actually super easy. It's just a survival skill check.
Do I have to do it, or can I just provide the scrap for someone else to do that?
Yeah, you can
Because
provide the
my
scrap for
survival-
somebody else to do. That's no problem.
Yeah, if someone else with a better survival score wants to do that, then I.
Okay, so on here we're on page 216. Cooking station can be crafted without the use of a workbench using the following recipe. Cooking station functions for 8 hours, after which it must be repaired. To repair the cooking station requires 1 common material. To build the cooking station is what I'm looking for right now, which I believe takes 2 common materials. Yes, 2 common materials. And it is a survival intelligence roll. It's going to be a DB1.
Yeah. So I mean, my combined survival intelligence is 8. So if anyone that is higher, please roll.
I can attempt.
Survival intelligence, mine is 9.
Survival. Anyone beat 9?
I mean, I got
Johnny,
I
you're in
think
the middle of
11?
typing right now.
but yeah, I'm busy. I'm probably not paying attention to you.
What's your score, Camacho?
Intelligence 6 and survival of 4, so 10.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
it.
you then. Yeah, you're 10. You got the best shot of pulling it off.
Go ahead and give me the roll. Just a DV1.
Do we have any
We have some -2s in the chat. Do you want to use one?
Yes.
He does not need it.
Okay.
Alright, well, that generates 2 AP. Alright, so yeah, You hand the scrap over to Camacho, and Camacho just kind of whips this together literally within like a minute or so. Normally it takes about 10 minutes, but Camacho's just like, I don't do this shit. And it's done. You got a small little cooking area with a fire that can be used. And if you want to use that to cook your water, let me pull this up, beverages, what you want to do for a purified water is that it will take 3 dirty water, and it is a DV1 cooking skill.
Question, because
yeah,
on the item sheet, obviously, dirty water is usually considered like irradiated, right? Like, or you get rads for drinking dirty water. So ours doesn't have rads in it. It's just
that would be your disease roll. So it may not be radiation, but it's bacteria.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
The two normal ones for one clean one.
3.
3. Oh, I had 3. Right, yeah. Because I got 2 plastic ones, and I put 1 in a glass bowl. So that's 3. Cool.
All right. Go ahead and roll me for cooking, which is going to be survival ingredients.
So actually, I think it's survival intelligence because that's what most of the recipe things are. But the complexity of 1 means that you take that and you can subtract your relevant skill, in this case survival, from it to come up with a DV minimum of 0. So basically, Camacho could make it without rolling, or could roll for extra AP.
Right, AP, yeah.
Where's this? Crafting skill.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up.
It is page 210.
Yeah.
It's page 210, left column, second paragraph from the bottom.
So when attempting to craft an item, it requires a skill test using intelligence plus listed skill. Okay, so that would be survival intelligence. Difficulty of this test is equal to the recipe's complexity minus your rank in the skill itself to a minimum of 0. If the final difficulty is 0, you can choose to succeed without rolling. Crafting an item takes an hour, half by spending 2 AP if you're successful. Each complication adds an extra half hour of time. Crafting an item on a cooking station requires only 20 minutes and adds only 10 minutes per complication. Okay, so you want to put these 3 together and cook them.
Yeah.
What is your survival? 3?
Well, I mean, that was simple to do. Do I have to do it, or for Camacho to do it? She's got better score than me.
Oh, well, what I'm saying is that as Jianyu just pointed out, is the fact that if you have a survival skill over the required complexity, then you don't have to make a check.
Oh, my survival skill is 3, yeah.
Yeah, so the complexity is a 1, so you're able to do this without having to roll.
So, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Alright,
so yeah, you put those together, you boil it, and you make yourself some purified water. You've killed off all the bacteria and protozoa and pathogens inside of it. You've got a glass bottle full of nice hot water.
I'll actually, because I've still got 1 left before I've got to worry, so I'll actually drink it in the morning. Strategic water imbibing. Because one purified will just do the whole thing right up to the top, won't it? Whereas if I drink it now and I sleep, I'm going to lose 1 in the morning. So that would, yeah, it's not the same as the food. The food I didn't have enough anyway, so it's fine. Okay, cool, yeah. So I bottle that up and keep it for the morning. But other than that, then I will go to sleep.
All right. Are you going to be eating it all or no?
I already have done. I ate the gamma guavas.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Camacho.
Does anyone have anything that they want to cook? I've got 4 beans and 4 potatoes. You can make stew, I guess.
I don't have anything to cook. I wouldn't mind eating. What do I have on me that's consumable? I have a glowing Yakult Ultra and a bottle of rum. That's all my consumables.
You could mix those two
You can make
together
a
and
spike
have like a
with
stomach ache.
A glowing Russian?
Question: How many hit points do I get back from sleeping?
I think you get them all.
Get them all back.
And you get to make an injury save or something.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, to heal.
Yeah, my two fucked up legs could use that, but only because I've got the perk that rum bottle is basically a health potion for me, with like no negative side effects. Yay for drinking!
Page 33.
And then Minsky could also assist you with sort of healing your legs, your persistent injury.
So for healing, you can use the first aid action. You can use stim packs, and you can also use rest. Rest is the easiest way to recover from damage, although it is very slow. If you can find somewhere to sleep for at least 6 hours, you regain all lost HP. So yes, you were right, all lost HP if you get a full uninterrupted 6 hours of sleep. If you're able to get 8 hours of sleep somewhere safe, including your own bed in a settlement that you belong to, for example, then you are considered well rested, and your maximum HP is increased by +2. When you sleep, if you have any injuries, and this is what you're asking about, you're going to roll an endurance survival test with a difficulty of 1.
That now then.
If you succeed, you may recover from one of those injuries, and you can spend 2 AP to recover from an additional injury.
Oh, we have AP as well. Hang on. Let's try this.
So you could sleep if you get a success on your endurance survival, and you... Never mind. Your HP's full though.
We got any -2? How many -2s you got?
We do have some -2s in chat. The next one comes from Stinkball.
Could take that 10 down below the 9.
Okay.
Gets me a success. And then I could spend the AP to heal one leg on the success, and then spirit. Was it 2 AP? Was it?
2 AP. Yep.
Yeah, to heal the other leg. Just said it was both legs healed like that.
Alright, so yeah, when you wake up, your 2 injuries will be healed. We're going to use those 2 AP back. Boop. Both of your injuries will be healed, and you'll be back at full HP if you get a full uninterrupted night's rest.
At least 6 hours, yeah?
Yes.
And it's 8 to get 2 extra. Cool. Okay. I think I'm done.
Alright. Macho?
Everybody?
I'm gonna sleep, and then when I wake up, I'm gonna grab something to eat and drink my purified water.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, yeah, so I'll be eating the sealed cup of pre-war noodles.
Okay. Oh right, yeah, and you I was gonna say you even have some boiled water, but that's drinking water. So you just kind of opened up the sealed cup of pre-war noodles. You see this cup of noodles, solid block, and you're just like crunching into it. You could also like put it out in the acid rain and collect some acid rain in there. And just...
Or boil it in some tea.
That's actually not a bad idea. The acid rain is cookable. I didn't know that. In fact, I thought the acid rain would cook us.
It would.
Because it's acid.
Yes.
Big brain.
So I'll eat the noodles army style.
Alright.
Just tear it open, crunching away at it.
Sounds good. You can pull your hunger up by 1. And then you said you're gonna go to sleep?
Yep, and then drink my purified water.
Okay, do you want to do that when you get up or before you go to sleep?
I'm gonna eat and drink after I've rested for 6 hours.
Oh, all right. So
provided we get an uninterrupted rest.
Yeah, if you're sleeping for 6 hours, then your hunger would go down to hungry when you wake up, and then you would go back to peckish after eating.
And then if I just cook the potatoes or whatever on the fire, would that raise me up?
Two potatoes would fill you up to full.
Okay.
I just wanted to jump in and say apologies about that rather loud sneeze. I've got my Blue Yeti plugged in, but Discord had my microphone set to the microphone in the webcam, so I hit mute on the microphone and it didn't shut anything out. So sorry all. Carry on.
It's all good. Sneezes happen.
I sneezed and I saw the green border come around my thing, and I was just like, oh no.
How dare you? How dare you? In our grimdark setting, you sneeze.
How could
the immersion is broken?
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
I mean, it's not so much that it was like Raven was right in the middle of telling like Cat what she wanted to do, and all of a sudden just because I know I'm not a quiet sneezer either.
Scream sneeze.
I'm so sorry. Good. Yeah, no, I apologize.
Yep. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, sounds good. And just want to shout out to Dash. As well as our Space King Bobby. Welcome in, both of you, and thank you, Space King. Yeah, glad you're coming in on visiting us. Fallout Asia is the custom homebrew setting, because I live here in Taiwan, and so I'm building up our material as we move along. You can check out our website to download the supplement as well if you're interested in playing it with your own crew. So we've got Camacho. Gonna go to sleep, wake up, eat, drink. We've got Sean pretty much doing the exact same thing. Val, what the heck are you doing?
Val is gonna take his dirty water. Here we go. Sorry, I just finally found the thing I was looking for. It's about soups. Soups, stews, and similar foods contain a lot of water, and while not easily portable, they can be a good way. Consuming a food item with soup or stew in the name counts as both eating and drinking something, improving both your hunger and thirst by one step. Yep. Does cooked instant noodles count as a soup? Because I have to cook it with dirty water.
Cooked instant noodles isn't even on the food list.
It's in the Asia food list.
Oh!
And the recipe for noodles is dirty water and noodles.
Would you look at that? My players abusing
your
my
own
system.
thing.
Never heard of such things.
To be fair, if he boiled the water, drank that, and then had the noodle, like it would do the same thing. So.
Yes.
Mechanically, yeah.
Actually, no. It would not do the same thing because it would require 3 waters to make.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm forgetting about the quantity. You're right.
Yeah. So I was gonna drink dirty noodle cup water juice with noodles. I was just gonna have dirty water.
Okay. Yes. You can cook your instant noodles. And it would be the same thing for you, Raven, if you wanted to, or sorry, not Raven, Camacho, if you wanted to do that when you got up as well. You could cook your instant noodles with some water, and it would fulfill your hydration, and it would give you 1 blip for hunger as well.
Okay.
But yeah. You abusive poopy doop.
So what do you mean? It's part of the. It's one of the recipes. It's noodle cup. You gave me noodles. I got noodles. Val's got noodles. So I use my dirty water. I use my cup of noodles. Do I have to roll for the dirty water? I guess.
No, because you cook with it.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, Noodle Cup, yeah, does not have a check on it.
All right. So I'm at full health, and I'm not irradiated, and
Actually,
okay.
hold on, really quick. Is this instant noodles from my supplement, or is this
Yes.
Noodle Cup from the core?
I literally just deleted it, but it was neither of those things. It was
It was a pack of golden pack of ramen, wasn't it?
yeah, something like that. It was uncooked noodles, and I was assuming it was your instant noodles from the Asia supplement.
Yes, you're good. You can cook that with 1 dirty water, and that would count as your hydration, and then 1 blip on your food.
Okay, so I go up 1 on water.
No, you full on your water and hydrants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna go to sleep.
Okay. Johnny, you're typing away at this terminal. We have Minsky outside, and Minsky he's going full footloose out in this area, kick punching the air, singing.
No, not singing at all.
But there is a rhythmic thumping of the punching.
Breaking my heart. So yeah, you're out there, apparently no singing, I guess. Just out there, punching stuff and whacking things with his little arms. So yeah, that's what you're doing, you said? Is that it?
Yep.
Beating the shit out of stuff?
Yeah, that is it. If anyone wants to make like a perception check, I am also saying something, but...
Yeah, I'm asleep.
Huh. Yeah, if no one hears it, no one hears it.
When I'm done with the what I'm doing, I'm gonna kind of peek out at Minsky. So I'll go for that perception check, and then I was going to talk to you.
All right, go ahead and give me the check.
Perception. 5. There's all my successes for the day.
All of your successes for the day?
Yeah. The rest is going to be complications. That's how I roll.
So you're able to see and hear him outside. What Minsky? What are you saying as you're whacking these signs?
As Dr. Ho Jianyu peeks his head out, he hears Minsky just kind of repeating the same thing over and over again, and he just wails on the street sign. Something in German. It's Existenz ist Schmerz. Das Leben ist bedeutungslos. Just over and over again.
Are you having an existential break? Is that what?
Oh, Nietzsche over there. A little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I can hang out with you there, you know. So I'm gonna kind of pop out and, hey, Minsky.
Oh. Hello, Doctor. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I got my hand on something when we were in there. Can you come take a look at it?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
All right. I'll go in and let him do his thing.
Yep, pick up my cane and head inside.
Oh, so you're just doing it with your claws, like you completely left your cane out of it?
Yeah. Left it sitting on the building.
Let's see what this. What?
So yeah, when you come inside, I'm gonna show you my hand. I'd gotten stabbed or poked by something in the cave when it was really dark and I couldn't see it. But ask you to take a look at it.
Do you know what you were stabbed by?
It was when I was in the cave trying to get the girl.
Were you stabbed by the girl?
Yeah, I tried to grab her and she was kind of spiky and squishy.
Doctor?
Yeah?
I can take a look, but I think you know what's going to need to be done, right?
That's when it finally dawns on Jianyu what we were really fighting. Because he was very much into trying to save the girl. And actually out of game I made some rolls to see if he'd put it together. You can see him in the chat before our session. Yeah, so now it's like... that's a problem.
Yeah, I would say it is quite a big problem.
I guess I'll test my hand with the magnet, or Minsky's body.
It's raining.
Just touch him.
Fuck, I'm stuck.
Tracks. We now have a
I guess we're
Jianyu hybrid.
talking like this.
Minsky.
So yeah, how are you gonna test it? What do you want to do? Do you want to make a medical check? Do you want to try holding it up against his frame? What do you want to do?
I still have my magnet with me, so I'm gonna pull my magnet out and put it against the spots and see if it has any pull.
So, you take the magnet out. Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
Someone look up the definition of insanity for me.
I was trying to see, is there...
I'm just getting results for Far Cry 3.
I gotta see, is there a drum roll? Let's see on here.
Oh, there's gotta be.
I spelled the word drum wrong. Oh my Christ. Okay. Wait.
Need more coffee.
Always more coffee.
Fresh parts.
Alright, drum roll. Drum roll, please. No, that's louder. There we go. So, you check out your hand, you pull out the magnet, you hold it up to your hand, and as you hold it up to your hand, you feel no pull. Your hand does not seem to be attracted to the magnet.
Minsky, why don't you take a look too? Because, I mean, I'm kind of fond of having hands and all, but...
Well, of course. Just, expect the worst. That's all we can
Seems
hope
the
for
way
now.
it is every day now.
So pessimistic. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh,
Rain
that's
stopped.
that's a sound set. Okay. Oops. Let me go back to our better one. Our sound set. Alright, so Minsky, we have a 6 and a 17, so that is a 1 success on here.
With 1 reduced DB.
With reduced DB. I need louder drum rolls, I swear. Okay. So,
yeah, I don't hear it.
Yeah, I hear nothing, and I've got two playing simultaneously. I think it's just because my settings, my rain's a little too loud. So you walk up and you inspect his hand, and with all of your medical knowledge and all of your medical might, as you zoom in and look at it, it seems as if he just has what look to be a couple of small puncture wounds, similar to like if he had grabbed a cactus.
Oh,
there does not seem to be anything sticking out of him, and you don't see any of the black residue.
Doctor, color me surprised, but we seem to have some good news. I don't seem to notice any sign of infection on you. I mean, we could amputate if you still like. You know,
no
just to be
thanks.
safe.
I think I'm good. Why don't we keep an eye on it, and we don't really need to tell everybody else about it. They don't need to worry about it if it's nothing.
I mean, transparency is important, is it not? It could put us
Well,
all
I
at
mean,
risk.
patient-doctor confidence is important too.
I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a nurse.
Well played. Either way, alright. Looks like we got lucky. By the way, do you have anything to drink? Or maybe something to eat? Most of my stuff was on Dynamo.
I have one more carton of tea that I didn't give to the kids.
May I please have
To the
that?
kids.
Yeah,
To
I
the
know.
kids. To the kids. Sorry. Yeah. Here, have it. Take it.
Thank you.
And she will slowly bob back outside.
Minsky, remember, I'm always here to listen if you need to talk some.
No response.
Yeah, I figured that. Alright, well, I'll have a little bit of drink, and then I'm going to go to bed hungry.
All right. So yeah, we've got all of you eventually heading to pass out. Minsky, you're outside. And you're just beating the shit out of stuff. You kind of bobble down a little bit, and you run across what looks to be a triangular yellow sign on it, reading "yield" in Mandarin, and you're just immediately like, "Fuck this sign!" Nobody likes yield signs. Everybody hates them. So they're even worse than stop signs.
It's like either do it or don't. Come on,
exactly. Who would yield? And yeah, so you just you go out there and you start beating the shit out of this yield sign that you find, and after a minute or so, its thing is completely busted and broken. Do you search out for another sign?
No, at this point, I think his eyes have faded sort of back to their natural blue hue, and he just kind of meanders back over to that building and just kind of hangs out there outside, keeping an eye on things.
Okay. Yeah, so you get back in, and you see at this point that everybody is settled in. The cooking stove in the middle. Oh, go ahead.
He's still outside.
Yeah, but you can still see inside. But when you float on back, you can see everybody is pretty much passed out at this point. There's the cooking stove kind of in the center of this old 812 shop, just kind of chilling there. Quiet little fire. Everybody's passed out, and you yourself are bobbing around in the rain. Second. Yes, exactly. what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to roll for our weather as we transition into the next scene. So everybody, fingers crossed. And this is where I could break out another drum roll, but none of them seem to be loud enough for me. So,
If I had one!
if I had a drum... Alright, there we go. That's a lot better. What's up?
There you go. Johnny got it.
Do we have a person here who could drum or maybe sing for us?
Oh yeah, dude, sure, I'll do it. Did you hear that?
No.
Ah, cool, so it cut it out. Alright, I have a really good noise suppression thing on my... Let me try turning it off. I don't know. I mean, you want to hear some drumming? Let's, Alright, I probably sound different. How's that?
I heard like...
Got some of it.
Yeah, it was very good. Thank you. You can find me on my SoundCloud.
Very effective.
He'll be here all session. So yes, the next 6 hours passes by. As I mentioned earlier, it was 1 p.m. when you guys arrived there. It is now 7 p.m. And the weather has gone from being rainy with this acid rain outside to it is now just simply overcast as the clouds maintain their weight in the sky, but the rain seems to stop. That wind is way too aggressive. Holy crap, that was just like howling wind. A tornado passing by. Let's see, where's Windy? I just want Windy. There we go. That's
okay.
So, yeah. It is now 7 p.m. The sun has gone down, and you all are slowly waking up from or inside of this 812. The fire at the cooking station is starting to go a little dim. Can still run for a little bit longer, but would need to be repaired with more scrap if you want to continue using it past the next hour.
Right, before that happens then, I'm gonna make dinner. I'm gonna drink that, the purified water that I made earlier. I have a can of pre-war dog food.
Okay.
Let's cook this bad boy and see what happens. We got anything we can do?
You want to cook some pre-war dog food?
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know if I just want to eat dog. What does it say on the? Is it for me to find out by eating it, or can you tell me ahead of time what happens if I just eat the dog food out of the can? Presumably it's sealed. So.
Hold on 1 second. You would not know this. This is meta knowledge. So, yeah, you could totally eat it.
Yeah, I've eaten worse. Cool, because I would wake up and drop down one, but I'm going to eat the dog food. So, dog food and purified water for dinner, for sure, to get all these bars back up to full.
That sounds delicious. You sit up, you pull out this this canned dog food, your water, and you make what was that called from Futurama? The bachelor meal.
Yeah. Tron just kind of looks at the can, like, well, it's not filet mignon, but digs in, kind of no nonsense. So kind of close your eyes, squeeze your nose shut, and throw it down your throat hole approach.
Right. Go ahead and roll me combat dice, please.
Combat dice?
Yeah, one CD.
Right, hang on. Right. Lovely. I always just quickly reduce the damage on my gun, and it will say suppressed pistol, just ignore that.
You can roll a combat dice just by itself. if you click on the on your character sheet up on the upper right-hand corner, there's the D20, and then there's also just the combat dice.
Clicking on that actually. Okay. No, well, I've rolled one for you now anyway. So that's
All right. I'm ignoring mine. You have yours. As you're eating it, you gain a point of radiation. This stuff was, I mean, not deadly, like poison-wise, but you know, it was pre-war dog food that has gained some radiation over the time. But at least you're satiated.
yeah.
Was it good?
I don't know. Was it good? How did it taste?
As far as dog food goes, 6 out of 10. I've eaten worse.
How much dog food has he eaten?
Apparently worse than dog food.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys do remember the what was that? The squirrel on a stick, or the squirrel bits that you guys had earlier?
I remember a squirrel. I remember that part.
Yeah, somebody.
That squirrel was not for eating.
Somebody
I forgot about everything that happened around that. Kind of centered on this much more important thing.
Somebody had and consumed squirrel bits that they found.
Why is that weird?
I'm just saying that there was
People eat squirrels all the time.
Yeah, and then later you found the squirrel that it came from. That's the weird part. Luckily, it was cooked. Let's put it that way. So you are sinking with your hunger.
Yeah.
Camacho.
Pretty much what I was what I described earlier. I'm gonna drink my purified water. Actually, I'm gonna boil the packaged pre-war noodles in some of the purified water. The remainder of the purified water, I'm gonna drink that down. I'm gonna eat the cup of noodles and grill up the potatoes, whatever. Back up the full.
It's all good. What was the one that we were getting all semantic about at the very, very beginning?
I think it was that. Was it mud fruit? Mute fruit?
Yeah!
Yeah, it was mute fruit, yeah.
Yeah, mud fruit.
Wait, fuck, which one is it?
Yes.
We found, there's a real answer.
You say
Nope. It's mud fruit.
You say Tato, I say fuck you.
There you go. So,
But I do think it was mute fruit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was mud fruit. Exactly. Yeah. So we have Camacho cooking up food. We've got our wonderful Sean just eating this raw puppy chow from a can. Val, you wake up. You also mentioned that you were going to be eating and drinking. Jianyu,
Just eating.
Oh, just eating. Oh, right, yeah, you drank the previous. So your thirst goes down by 1. Oh,
yeah,
wait.
and I'm gonna...
Because it's mixed. Right. You're good.
Right, and I'm gonna eat sugar bombs when I wake up.
Breakfast of champions.
Balanced breakfast.
So sugar bombs also give you +1 AP at the start of the next scene. So... I'm ready.
Nice.
Val's ready to tackle the day.
Right. I think I need to do a endurance survival check for. I had a chest injury that has not healed yet.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll for me.
I also need to do that.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Oh, sweet.
Would anyone like some assistance?
You were
I'm doing
outside,
nothing.
though. I thought you were just standing in the rain.
Yeah, you would have to watch over us while we slept.
Were you singing in the rain?
Oh, that's so tempting. That is so tempting. No, Minsky was not singing.
There's free AP in it.
One day.
One day. So yeah, Jianyu, your suckling chest wound is now all healed up. You are good.
Yep, and I think I got an AP out of that. Because I only had one injury.
Oh, alright. Yep.
I have an injury on both of my legs. Which means...
Amputate.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it means.
Yeah.
Minsky can help.
Already.
The buzzsaw is starting up.
I'm going to attempt to heal from one of my injuries.
Okay.
Oh, we become well rested too. That's pretty cool. That has a
is
cool bonus.
Only if you are sleeping in
I see.
what was it? Your own
I think you
bed
need the
in
cushy-
settlement you belong to.
Yeah. I only read the benefit part and not the fuck. And not the
It's perfect. All right, yeah, you no, that there's no need to say fuck. One of your legs heals up. It's just a DB1.
Oh, okay. Oh, because Minsky's there.
No, it's just a
No.
DB1.
But I have 2 injuries.
Yep. So 1 heals.
And you're only again.
When you sleep,
Oh.
if you have any injuries, treated or otherwise, make an endurance survival test with a difficulty of 1.
Oh. Yes, you're right. You could spend our 2 AP and get your other leg healed.
You guys
Yeah,
do
that's
have
what I
2 AP.
We can be done with these broken legs until later today.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm fully healed. My legs feel great, baby. So do I finally get all the caps out of my legs?
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, you wake up and it seems as if your body is naturally pushed out these caps like... Oh god, I don't want to trigger anybody's phobias, but like those toads that pop out their babies from their back, it just like...
Hey.
And,
I don't want to trigger anybody's phobias, but here's half of a little girl.
Yeah.
Eating my cow.
Is this a day where we had no strenuous activity at all?
Yes. When we slept.
So
No. Why?
That does affect the injury recovery. And now I feel like that kid in class that asks about the homework they didn't give us.
Yeah.
We've
Oh,
got
you're
duct
right.
tape.
Yeah, injury recovery difficulty, you guys would have all had a DV4. Because you
Well, we get a bunch of
traveled
AP.
combat. I'm
We
going
need to
to...
duct tape you to a post.
You know that yield sign out there? We're duct taping you to it now.
Minsky, you're
I've
fired.
still got shotgun shells left. Be careful.
Minsky can't even heal at this point because I have so many injuries.
So I'm gonna
Someone
let it,
find a robot repair kit.
yeah, I'm gonna let it slide this time around, but in the future, yes. Thank you very much for pointing that out. I'm not going to make you re-roll DB4 checks after already fixed up, so it's okay. In the future, we will follow that.
It's a gimme for the time being.
Yes. I am your benevolent, loving overseer who has never punished you in any way, shape, or form, especially not with the use of nuclear devices. Because only a monster would do that.
Where's
Thank you, O
where's
gracious
Dynamo?
overlord.
Dynamo made its own choices and
Being gnawed on.
Yeah, you don't know. Dynamo is an independent cow who don't need no man. Come on, let it live its own life.
Alright. After I get up, I'm going to go try to forage right around the Quickie Mart. See if I can scrounge up some food.
Gonna look for a poo.
Yeah, so this is an 812 in order to avoid any possible copyright infringements. Because yes, Apu will track us down, and Hank Azaria himself will beat you. So what you can do for that is you can roll. Let me pull up again our wonderful little generator, because I have a section for that. To go and try and scrounge up some food in the local area. It is going to be a difficulty of perception and survival. It is going to be a DV2.
Yep, and I bombed it.
All right. That is an 18 and an 18. All right, so no 19, so you're good. You find what looks to be the leftover husks of some acid petrified like potatoes that were completely wrecked by the rain. Non-edible.
All right.
And Camacho, what did you say that you were gonna do?
What time is it? It's still like 7 in the evening.
7
It's like
p.m.
7 in
yeah.
the evening.
Yeah, it's 7. Well, 7 p.m. here is like, it's sundown. It's getting pretty dark. There's no city lights, so you guys don't have any radiant light.
I'm just gonna look through my inventory and start maintain my gear.
Okay.
So take apart my pistol and clean it.
All right. Hopefully it doesn't jam on you like it did with Sean. Because every time Sean seems to clean his pistol, it just jams on him the next time, which makes me giggle a little bit. So.
Sean would advise it's not Sean's pistol, it's just a pistol that Sean found that's a piece of shit. Okay. Wow.
It's not an excellent quality.
Nope, it's not an excellent quality with a, what's that called? The interface grips. And RC Walker Nexus, yes, I'm sorry you missed it last week. Our players went and tracked down the 2 kiddos. They found one after the infection had spread through. Jianyu got stabbed in the hand by her, but it turned out to hopefully be okay.
Should be fine.
Then they got chased out of an abandoned coal mine by this little girl who could jump roughly like 2 to 3 meters in a bound, and then immediately started attacking Dynamo when they got out of the cave mouth because it was in pain from being left in acid rain.
No, lovingly kissing Dynamo.
Yes, it was very loving. Yeah. It was very tender. We all cried. It was an Oscar bait. Just like Rob with his wonderful babe. Figure that you did nothing, including keeping that little your most favorite moo-moo. Well, there are more moo-moos in the world, don't worry. It's my favorite moo-moo too. So far it's our only moo-moo we've encountered, so there are more in the world. We will see. But yeah, so is anybody doing anything? It's the early night. Are any of you going to be doing anything? You guys going to try to make a light source and do something? Are you going to wait it out for the morning? What do you guys want to do?
We have a luck back, right?
Ah, you slept. Yes, everybody, you get your luck back. Congratulations.
And then as the rain dissipates, Minsky will probably meander inside because he no longer has the privacy of no one else being able to just hang out in the acid rain.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, it's just overcast outside, and you head on inside, so you're there with them.
I mean, I think we rested. We should get back to what we're doing.
We need to
At
stop
least find some
messing
place-
around and just head into town by now, I think.
Isn't it like nighttime?
Yeah, it's 7 p.m.
I mean, at least find some
That's
place to scrounge up some loot or something, so we don't come back 100% empty-handed. Maybe go check out that crash site or whatever it was that the kids talked about.
Yeah, that was the original
I feel it would
plan.
be inadvisable to wander into potentially dangerous territory at night.
Minsky, it's all potentially dangerous territory.
And
I
if
don't
it's
know,
night time, it means they won't
Seems pretty safe here.
see us coming.
Danger,
I
Will
mean-
Robinson.
A butt close, so they'd see you
Right.
coming.
I do have a
Alright,
big
so
butt.
they'll just see you coming.
Perfect distraction.
You just need to get a wagon or something to put Minsky on so he can turn off his, jet once in a while. We just pull him around.
Yeah, can't we just get you like
Modifying
a
with-
cape? Like a towel?
He's got a cane, so I mean, you could also
I also do have a lab jacket.
yeah, you got the lab coat. You could try to find a wheelchair, like push him around in a wheelchair.
I
mean,
prefer to remain right.
Oh, even better. I mean, if he's got a cane and a top hat, then we should find you guys a rickshaw, and somebody will carry Minsky around on the rickshaw. And he'll just
Hold
keep you
that
going
thought.
faster by whacking you with the cane.
I don't
Hold
think
that
one of
thought,
us
I
is
dig
gonna
into my
do that.
bag. I pull out the formal hat and I hand it to Minsky. Here you go.
Oh my, how stylish!
I mean,
Plops it on.
I had formal clothing I was gonna turn into a suit for you, but it ran away with the Brahmin.
So now he has a formal hat and he has a walking cane. We will redub you Johnny Walker.
As I said, the only thing left is the rickshaw, and we can find one of those maybe. You guys want to look for a rickshaw, and he can be your he can be the the rickshaw driver. Just whack whack whack. Come on, guys, go faster. Let's move it.
No, thank you.
Mach schnell.
Much.
Yeah, right, Minsky, what's with the German?
What do you mean?
I've known you for like a while, and you've never said anything in German. This is a surprise.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I don't know German.
Was?
Val does that thing where it's like, wait, am I having a dream right now? Right, no, you definitely yelled something in German at us while we were running away in the cave. Right? Everybody else remembers this, right? Please?
That's what I heard.
Right, okay. Which is weird for you.
How curious. I guess we'll have to run a system diagnostics test. Maybe it has something to do with when Sean fucking killed me.
Right, could have been.
I'll let you know as soon as I figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
let us know. We'll fix you right up.
Good luck.
Hey, there could
so-
be a robotics repair kit. You guys gotta find it, and not roll all failures on checking out a location. That would help.
Right, because that's our fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very up to us. If we would just get our shit together.
Exactly. I mean, come on. Pull yourselves up by your dice straps. Come on. Sorry. I had to go full old school American on that. So yeah, you guys have this. It's nighttime. What is the consensus on what we are doing?
I mean, we might be able to get a little bit more out of just resting for the rest of the day. Oh, but then we will be hungry and thirsty again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm hungry right now. So
like
I'm all for searching.
Hungry, like it's gonna hold us back. Hungry, or hungry like you can.
Like I'm officially hungry, and if we go for another rest, I'll be starving.
Okay, well, I will give you some of these fancy lad snack cakes that I have because I feel bad for you.
Nutritious and delicious.
You're just holding a pick and mix shop in your bag.
Yeah, actually, I kind of was.
You seem to open up his really jacket and he's like, "What you buying?" What
I never,
it's covered in.
I collected all of it. I could never seem to find any water, and so y'all guys would always take the water. So I just took this stuff, and now I'm able to be an effective member of the team.
You scolded me for dog food, and you have the diet of a 5-year-old.
Right, but at least I'm not a dog. Right. Hey, Dalton. How many dogs do you know that could shoot guns?
You're not a dog, you're a rapscallion.
Well, there was that one in that old movie.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Right.
Yeah.
To Robco. Yeah.
Sorry, my brain immediately just went to Rick and Morty when Snuffles built that giant mecha suit and subjugated humanity. That's what came to my mind.
Where are my balls?
Where are my balls?
All right. So on that wonderful note, he gives you some of those fancy lad snack cakes. Do you want to eat?
Yes, I will eat those.
All right, go ahead and roll me one combat dice.
Yeah, good old radiation. Yep.
You receive a point of radiation. Do you eat a second one?
Well, is there two in the package or something, or is it?
No, I thought he said he had a couple of fancy lad snack cakes.
No, I just had the one pack.
Ah, okay. Yeah, this was the birthday present that was left behind for a little young boy named Sean. That Val had just decided to grab and abscond with and throw away the tape that came with it as a birthday wish.
We didn't throw it away.
You kept it?
I gave it to Camacho and we watched it and it was useless.
Yes, you threw it away. Threw away the birthday present and stole the food for the child.
In a world that maybe had something to do, right? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, excuses. Okay.
I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem there is getting rid of the tape. We could have used that. Somebody's got to record random things and leave them behind for adventurers to find.
Yeah, that's actually funny. You did that. And now that I'm thinking about it, that's exactly what you did. You made a journal entry so that someone else could find it. It's a shame that you didn't get attacked, though, because then you could just lean on the A key to let them know that you're in pain.
We're going to be heading to the city of If he was screaming, why would he hold the key? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, so
and then hit enter and then die.
Yes. So you've got one up. So you went from hungry to peckish. All right,
Yep.
and you got 1 point of radiation. Now what are you guys doing? Are you gonna chill out in here and wait out the night, or are you guys gonna head on out? What's the consensus? Because you guys still got quite a bit of distance to cover.
Doctor,
Nothing
now
like
that
running around
everyone's
in the
awake,
dark.
have you informed any of the others of your injury?
Oh, yes.
From the little girl?
I got poked in the hand when I was in that cave. It's nothing. That's, Minsky looked at it. I hold out my hand, Tested it with the magnet.
Val immediately draws his rifle.
Yeah, Sean points his pistol at Jianyu, but then addresses Minsky. Is he infected?
But when he draws his rifle, he points it at Sean.
What?
Because he knows what's about to happen.
No, hold on. No one be rash. I detected no sign of infection.
Okay.
All right.
Puts his gun back in then. Fine.
We'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
I just thought you should all know.
Yes, thank you, Minsky. It slipped my mind.
How kind of you.
And what's this about a journal entry?
Keeping him honest.
Just fiddling around on the computer.
Oh, anything I need to take a look at?
Not really.
All right then.
You guys up for searching for something?
If we're departing, then what are we headed towards the crash site? Presumably.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What's that?
So, like, as if we're departing and we're heading towards the crash site, as we're leaving.
I'm thinking head towards like the Del Rango because we hadn't been there yet.
Yeah.
And try to find another like convenience store or something along the way. Maybe grab some more sugar bombs.
Yeah. I think we're going to find, because we're cleared out everywhere on the way down this path, so it makes sense to keep going and just keep an eye out. But then, as we're leaving the place where we've been resting, just lean into Val really quick. I'd have been faster than you, Then just carried on walking.
You were.
Shit talking each other. Nice.
He's right.
So you guys head outside. You open up those double doors, the glass doors, and you can see outside. It's with all of the bickering and the cooking and all of that, it's now about 8 o'clock at night. It's gotten pretty late-ish. You're all slept though, except for Minsky, who is still extremely injured and but still floating around, bobbing around with no issue. But the lot of you can see that there's a route that you can go further down the road, and you remember that you can take a right or a left. If you take a right, it will take you towards Del Rago. If you take a left, it will take you back towards your home camp. Because this right here is where you guys are currently at.
Yeah, I say head for Del Rago.
Yeah, Del Rago it is.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Everybody, please give me a perception. Athletics perception, please.
Athletics
perception.
Interesting.
Well, you got to be able to see in the dark, because I'm pretty sure none of you have dark vision, and you've got to be able to keep your footing on. Oh my god!
Man, this game sucks.
I'm gonna take a -2 if there is one.
Yes, there immediately was 2 critical failures. Sean got a 19 and a 20, and then Val got a 10 and a 20. Go ahead and take the -2. What do you go ahead and roll? So 3 successes from Minsky, who didn't even need to keep his footing because he floats.
but I'm floating real good.
You're floating real good.
Float with style.
That pimp cane is,
No
is keeping
turbulence.
you.
You're at the
That's
right
right.
height, so you can just tap the pimp cane a little bit, make the noise, but not really do anything with it.
And you can you can make it similar sound to the coconuts, just as you're walking down with the pimp cane. Make it sound like you're royalty.
Got a real lean in my bob.
So Sean, how do we want to handle this critical failure?
So I wasn't, obviously, we were moving, I wasn't sneaking per se.
Nope.
But what we could say was that he definitely hit something that might alert someone in the area. So like as he's walking along, big old dry twig or a barrel of some kind just bong into it, and so almost like a sonar ping to the entire party.
Damn, I was going to
fair.
say you run into a flower pot, but then I remembered the flower pot is over here. It's on a completely different road. Oh, missed opportunities.
That would have been good. Yeah, that would have been good. But yeah, so knock something over that, while they weren't trying to sneak, they're just walking along, and now just I imagine it's particularly quiet in this area.
Yeah.
And the silence is broken by whatever the hell it is that Sean's banged into.
So go ahead and roll me a survival luck check, please.
Okay. Be fucking shite. There we go.
Y'all ready for this?
No complications.
So you start walking down, and what you seem to trip over looks to be like the hind quarters of what could look like a side of beef, stuck out in the middle of the road, and you trip over it and slam yourself into the ground, and it's very painful, and you shout out just "fuck" as you hit the ground.
Yeah. I pick myself back up and go inspect whatever it was I just fell over. Weapon drawn, because I'm not an idiot. Sean's reaction, to be fair, is to pull his gun out at almost everything. So I think it's on brand. And I'll go check it out.
Yeah, so you trip over this, you walk over, and you see what looks like a now kind of spoiled, largish chunk of meat from the hindquarters of what looks like it could have been a cow. And a bit of a blood splatter on the ground.
Yeah, just quickly above game, because I feel like Sean would have noticed this, but as players we didn't bother to ask. Did Dynamo have a neck collar or anything, like identifying collar of any kind there?
Yes.
Yes. And I think Sean would have seen that, so just out of curiosity, and Sean's going to look for it.
You do not see it.
Don't see it there. Okay.
No, you just see what looks like it was a hunk of the rear quarters of a cow that you tripped over and fell on.
I'm trying to identify what killed it.
Go ahead and give me a medicine intelligence check.
Oh, this is not me at all, but I'll give it a go. Oh, hey!
It looks like it got ripped off. like something was torn away from it.
Okay.
Can Minsky take a look to sort of estimate how long ago this occurred?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we didn't notice it heading out of town. And that's intelligence medicine.
Yep. Four successes. So you're able to immediately pick up the fact from the growth of maggots and the smell of it and all of that stuff. The olfactory senses that this happened exactly 4 hours ago. This landed at that point about 4 hours earlier. There doesn't seem to be anything coming through it yet.
Be on your toes. This occurred a few hours ago, but the predator could still be in the area.
Fun.
Yep.
Yep.
On that note,
This is why I don't like traveling at night.
yeah. On that note, Val, you also had a critical failure.
Oh, I was gonna luck reroll that.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to deal with whatever the fuck.
You don't want to deal with me.
I don't want to deal with it. Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, so
Cool,
still no successes. So not only did Sean literally fell on his face, and we have Val and Jianyu kind of lagging behind, whereas Camacho and Minsky, the two of you had no issues. You didn't run into anything. Minsky, you headed back to take a look at what happened after you heard Sean scream. Camacho, do you turn back around and try to figure out what the hell's going on, or you just keep going?
I'll double back and see what that sound was.
Okay. So yeah, the lot of you are back together, and you've got a choice to make. You can continue down your path, or you can go back to the 812 right up the road.
Should keep
Press
going.
on.
Be quiet about it.
I agree.
Let's go.
Let's get away from that.
Okay.
I'll clearly be outvoted here, but let the record state this is a bad idea.
Right, Minsky, always a bad idea. Just letting you know, it never gets better.
I know. Believe me. I know.
At the party.
Life is suffering. So what I
Hey,
need...
they don't know German.
They don't know what?
They don't know German.
Oh yeah.
You can't translate for them.
Sorry. DB3 survival intelligence check to see if Jianyu can think of trying to find the stuff Dynamo was carrying. I mean,
Just try to decide if it would be strategic, but Jianyu seeing that it's traumatizing, and he wants to away from it. So
okay, gotcha.
he's not going to try to track down the rest of the Dynamo.
Okay.
But it would have been smart if he'd do it.
Yeah. So instead, the lot of our wonderful group are going to continue and follow every single horror movie trope and continue down the road, regardless of what they found. So what I need all of you to do is please roll me another perception athletics check.
Do I need to roll this one?
No, you do not. You also, because Minsky is a G and has a fancy-ass pimp cane and a fancy-ass hat now, you also generated that AP from when you did your check, so I just updated that now. So, Val, you fall behind. Sean, Camacho, Jianyu, the three of you are able to continue marching forward and moving on forward. It is an overcast night, so there's no moonlight, there's no starlight coming in, and after a moment, Val, you start to hear their footsteps kind of receding away from you, getting further and further away.
Oh, like I'm getting lost?
Like you're falling behind.
Oh, well, then I'm gonna just not do that.
All right. Give me a really quick. Give me a survival and agility check to try and just speed up and catch up with the rest of them without falling on your ass. Success.
Oh, interesting.
You catch up.
All right.
So yeah, a lot of you have gotten down to that fork in the road. You have your choice now to turn right or to turn left. If you turn right, you'll be heading back towards your own home camp. If you head right, wow, I'm sorry, the map is the opposite direction. If you turn right, you will be heading back towards your main camp where the dam is. If you turn left, you'd be heading back towards where you'd already been with the junior high school and over towards the Del Rago Resort, which is where you folks had hypothesized you might be able to find that impact site. So what do you folks want to do?
Del Rago?
Del Rago.
Yeah, they're all
Let's
done.
just let's try and steer as clear as possible from the junior high, because we did leave the black ick there.
Yeah, good idea.
And speaking of which, I do have a confession to make. You know how that guy wandered into town?
Yeah.
I may have disposed of his body in the town's graveyard.
Right. That's what we did. We did that on purpose.
Oh, shit.
Right. Seeing what it can do now,
They're all dead.
worst case scenario, well, quite possibly, yes. Oops.
Right. Well, okay, hold on. You didn't dispose of it in the... We decided that that's what we were going to do, right? I'm pretty sure...
Sure, if you want to take some of the blame for the death of an entire, encampment.
Buddy, it's not your fault.
I'm not sure if that thing can dig out from underneath. I mean, how deep did you bury it? Don't tell me you left a shallow grave.
I don't know.
I mean,
let's say
Doctor doesn't
6 feet.
exactly have hands.
Do you
He
remember,
did not specify.
do you remember what you did? Because I do. I double-checked with you when you said you were doing it.
Did I just, huck it on the ground?
You rolled him off the cart
Yeah.
and left him there.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's a little bit worse than I thought.
Again, oops.
Trying to do my best as a GM to keep a straight face. This is not humanly possible. There we go.
Well, I mean, maybe Taylor or the others, buried it. I mean, it'd be...
Let's hope so. Otherwise, we might not have a home to return to.
Well, I mean, the home will still be there.
I mean, the structures will be fine. It's the
people. I'm
Right.
starting to think that we don't bother with. And Sean will look up at the. We can see the dam from where we are, right?
Yeah, that would be uphill. Yeah. You can't really see it. It's still behind tree cover, but you know what.
Yeah. But Sean will know which direction it's in, and kind of subconsciously glances towards it. we go check the crash site out. If it's as bad as I think it's going to be... Oh, bloody dog, sorry. Come on. If it's as bad as I think it's going to be... we find some explosives and bring down that whole dam.
It's going to take a lot to take that dam down.
Right, that's it.
I can do it, but it'll take a
that,
lot.
It's that or we let the ooze get beyond the valley. You pick.
Point of reminder for Sean as you're thinking about the situation. The dam's mostly dry.
Oh, I didn't know that. So.
If you remember, you guys went out there and you had to get water out of small puddles in the area because it was mostly just cracked earth.
Right, yeah.
And for the last few days, the only rain you guys have received was just acid rain.
What about that big old? That big old lake that we were going across.
That's the lake that you're currently at. It's literally like a block in front of you. The dam feeds down into the lake. There used to be a secondary lake up there that was used for hydroelectric power.
It's actually an interesting dam because I was reading about it. They actually pump water up to the top so that it can feed the hydroelectric because it's actually more power efficient.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, they make power off of that. They use power at at low yield, times when people aren't using a lot, and there's extra power in the grid to pump everything up, and then they let it flow down when they need more power during the day when people are running ACs or whatever.
Yeah. It's pretty freaking cool. I've been there, so yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Indeed.
Listen, I just want to voice my concerns again. I mean, what good does investigating this crash site even do for us?
Right. See, now I'm with Minsky on this. There might not be a reason to go. I mean, we know what we're gonna find.
Yeah, we might not know what caused it, but we sure as shit know what it does.
If it fell from the sky, it's not like it came down with a manual.
But there might be something that can help guide us.
If you walk away from this now, and in 6 months' time, you stumble across some settlement and everyone there has been overtaken by this thing, you'll kick yourself.
It'll probably be less than 6 months before we stumble across a fucked settlement.
Well, you making my point for me. Thank you.
Always the optimist, Minsky.
I'm going to vote we double time it to try to get to the crash site, get a look, and then get our asses back home.
Not in the dark, no. I don't think we double time it.
Come on. Don't want to double time in the middle of the night?
I'm all for it.
Rickshaw, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so folks, this is where I'm actually going to give us a break. We're going to take a quick bio break. I need more caffeine, and we'll be back in a few minutes. And I will allow our players. I'm going to leave the mics live for this. I'm going to allow our players. You can chat with our audience and come up with your choice. I'm going to move over the map a little bit, right there. So what do we want to do? Do we want to turn right and try to go back to your settlement, or turn left and try to find that crash site? We'll be back in a few minutes, folks. See you shortly. See you guys in a few.
Oh, come on, John. If we end up in the water, it don't matter if we can swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Fear of water is programmed into Minsky.
Ah. Appropriate. So I was thinking about it. I think our problem with our dice is the fact that we're using Roll20. We can't put them in timeout. When they screw up, we can't be like, no, you're sitting over there, you can watch the other dice play. Instead, we're stuck just using the same damn dice.
So true. So true.
Yo, I'm watching this crazy video right now. It is a skateboarder in a skate park, and there is a guy on a table next to him that is recreating his tricks with one of those little fingerboards. It is amazing.
Oh man, I used to be real into fingerboarding.
I'm still into fingering.
I once had I'm so upset because I once had this this sort of replication of a famous skate spot that I got when it was like in stores, and I was like just going down Nostalgia Square and looking at stuff I used to have. I guess my parents must have gotten rid of it at some point, but now it's worth like $500.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Trying to. So it was uploaded to Facebook, so it's not like a YouTube video.
there may or may not be a video on YouTube somewhere of me doing a terrible tech deck routine.
Dude, you shouldn't have told me that. Hold up.
Oh, you'll never find it.
Oh, I'll never find it, I'm sure.
30 seconds later, you're just like, hey, is this one? Or this one? I mean, one thing Cyberpunk Red got right is there is seriously a Google skill. That library search skill is gold, you know.
Yeah. Did you happen to have a broken wrist at the time?
No, siree.
Okay. All right. You know, it's funny because it's great because I can't see any of the faces. I can only see the fingers. So I have to, like, I've never seen your hands. Oh, okay. Now I know what I'm looking for. But minus 12 years.
I mean, if we had a net runner on the team, they'd be like, all right, search algorithm. I saw his hands. Yeah. Reverse the age. Okay. Search for, videos.
I'm gonna run my de-aging hand software that I made. It's proprietary. You can't use it.
Well, I mean, you usually use it to clean up, your hand models and everything.
I don't even know where to find it at this point.
Nah, that's not you.
I'm just seeing Logan's like searching and searching obsessively for like the next 72 hours.
If I find this,
I found it.
Well, of course you found it because you know what it's called. You know what your username was. I don't know any of that stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't even on my. I had a YouTube account with some buddies in like middle school that it's on.
Oh, really? Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I suspect that come Sunday, we're going to see Logar doing Starfinder, and he's going to be all haggard looking and just like, I've been up. Oh, we got to try to find that video. But let's do some Starfinder.
Speaking of Starfinder,
and you said minus 12 years. It was exactly 12 years to go.
What I've been doing is I searched first fingerboard video, and because I figured that was a pretty good start for like what you might have named it 12 years ago, and then all the ones that I see are between like 11 and 13 years ago.
It's a pretty simple title. I actually wouldn't put it past you finding this.
You just got to figure out what would a let's say you're 28 now. What would a 16-year-old?
25.
You're 25 now. What would a 13-year-old call their first finger flipping YouTube video?
Flipping awesome fingerboards.
There is the name brand, the main sort of the mainstream brand in the title.
Tech Deck? Oh, I know. I'm searching Johnny Fingerboard. Hey, what's up? I'm Johnny Fingerboard. fucking Johnny Fingerboard's over here coming through trying to do his little tech deck trips on the fucking bar.
Tech deck gets finger bang?
Why do I suspect Johnny Fingerboard showing up into Starfinder now? You know how to do fucking zero G fingerboard? Come on, watch this.
What would be the magic sci-fi equivalent of fingerboarding? Because one, it's a hobby. Like, I don't know why. I've never understood fingerboarding. Like, I get it when I saw it on like TV, and then I got one, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I get it.
I don't. And now all I'm thinking about is a 13-year-old boy labeling their movie like pro-fingering on like YouTube in the first like couple of months that things were uploaded when there was 0 checks on titles or content.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to get that title perfectly if you want to find that.
Now I'm getting into weird guitar stuff because of the fingerboarding.
Oh god. You're gonna wanna turn
Head
on
down
your,
that rabbit hole.
your safe search, safe browsing. Incognito mode, there we go. Could you imagine going on to like one of those adult sites and somebody's just using a tech deck? It's like perfect fingering technique and it's just somebody using a tech deck.
I wouldn't put it past him at this point now, because there is that guy who uploads like comedy videos to Pornhub.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, yeah.
I know somebody.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Somebody started uploading like political content saying like, oh, this politician got fucked, and then it was just like somebody during a congressional hearing. From like C-SPAN, and I'm like, what the hell? We are waiting on 2 of our players to return, and then we will be back shortly, folks. Sorry for the wait. What were you gonna say?
Logar, it is so bad.
It is so
I was
bad.
gonna send you the link, but now I'm rewatching it, and there's no way. You're gonna have to find this one on your own, bud.
Is it the boy with the golden fingers?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's the description of the video I just found.
Are horrible. And all of them.
But you said it wasn't on your account, it was on your friend's account.
It was like a group account.
It was a group account. That's even more important.
There's 3 videos on it. One is this fingerboarding atrocity. Another one is us in a sort of indoor pro wrestling sort of mock-up match. And then one is like our forensics performance. If any of y'all did forensic...
Yeah, I did debate. Forensically,
oh, no,
right?
no, not... It was more like a sort of... You perform skits or stuff like that.
Oh, different type, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we are...
Poetry,
We are back, folks. After a long, intense discussion about the importance of fingering properly with your boards, and how young boys were super into this back in the day. A 13-year-old, to be precise, uploading their content onto YouTube.
Several 13-year-olds.
Several 13-year-olds showing their perfect fingering technique on YouTube. This video is going to be demonetized so quickly on YouTube, I can't even imagine.
How many times can we say fingering and tech deck?
I mean, we can just keep going. So I'm going to need to finger one of you to give me an answer about what direction are we going. Just point your finger. So Sean stands there and he says, "My people need me," and all of a sudden just begins to levitate into the sky. Oh, my
I've been secretly playing.
My audio is out of sync. Hold on 1 second.
I've been secretly playing as a Zayton the whole time. That's Sean's mysterious backstory.
Yes, I knew it. All right, Australis, is that better? Should be working now. Let me know if we have any more weird audio issues. It just requires a quick reset, so it's all good. But yeah, where are we going, folks? What direction are we going?
I think we should. I think you guys are right. I've changed my mind. I think I think we should go check the thing out.
Crash site.
Yep.
It might give us answers.
Yeah, maybe there's a logo on it or something that'll lead us in another direction. It's gonna be super dangerous, but it's the only thing we've got. I'm legitimately thinking of the scene in WandaVision where the missile goes through the house and it says Stark Industries on it.
I mean, right now I'm kind of imagining like, a U.S. flag or something. It sounds like something we would do.
So let's go through it. I want to hear our suggestions and feedback, and hopefully the video is syncing a little bit better now. My computer is lagging a little bit, so my apologies for that. I have way too many things open right now because, yeah. So let's start off with actually let's go through our turn order and let's get some responses based on our turn order. Val, what do you want to do?
We want to head to the right. We want to head to Del Rago. The plan is to move along and try to scavenge anything we can, but it's also dark, so...
Yes, it's the middle of the night at this point. Alright, so you want to go towards Del Rago? Alright, Sean, what do you want to do?
Yeah, Del Rago.
Okay. Jianyu.
Yeah, I say Del Rago. Let's see if we can find the source.
Minsky?
Minsky's ready to follow reluctantly with "Told You So" in his back pocket.
Okay. You could tuck it into your hat. I mean, you could like write it down and just be like, oh.
Told you so.
Camacho.
I'm gonna have to agree with Minsky on this one. This reeks of nothing good will happen and can come of this, but looks like it's unanimous. We're going to Del Rago.
Alright, give me 1 second. We're still getting some lag on the video and audio, so I'm gonna really quickly do a reset on these. Boom, boom. And I'm gonna turn these back on. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that, last time you said that nothing good could come of it. And look what happened.
Nothing good came of it.
Yeah, exactly.
We ran into an ick monster. So.
I mean, you found a computer.
Yeah.
And Dynamo got eaten.
Well,
all I'm saying is the one thing that dude told us was do not come here, and here we are.
Wait, isn't that how role-playing games work?
Hide behind the chainsaws.
Turns out just every actual video game protagonist has a what is it? Obstinance defiance disorder, so don't do this, and immediately that's your quest goal.
Yeah.
Well,
every protagonist has ODD. It is the plot of BioShock, and
to spoil however years old plot twist that is now. Yeah, that's the point, isn't it? Like,
and like every Battlefield.
Would you kindly come to the crash site? You know,
Mario. Like,
would you kindly? Nice.
I'm my own person. No.
You have your own.
It's the I'm my own person complex. You're not the boss of me. I do what I want.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like we've got a split vote right now of 3-2. But are we going to allow democracy to win? That's my question.
Majority rules.
Yeah, we've done this before. It's majority rules.
Tyranny of the majority.
And democracy's already failed anyway, so
blast it all.
Might as well just go with something.
Socrates and Plato already warned us about this. What, like 5,000 years ago? Psh. Let's go get a.
Dude, whatever. I'm not gonna let a bunch of old dudes who didn't fucking wash their buttholes tell me what to do.
They, in fact, did wash their buttholes in gigantic bathhouses filled with other men who would help them wash their buttholes.
Sounds undiplomatic.
It sounded very diplomatic to me. I mean, all the studies I've done, it's lots of exchange.
All right, so moving on.
That's the one piece of history that has always stuck out to me in the most bizarre, absurd way. And then we'll get on to this. It's just simply the fact that every man in Greece would literally just fuck anything that had a butthole. Like, all of them. Including the original schools, where in order to sign up for the Lyceum under, what was his face? We had Aristotle. Under Aristotle, in order to sign up for the Lyceum, the walking school, you had to literally pay your way through the school by providing physical services for your teachers. That was the payment. So, yeah, Greek history is really, really homoerotic. And every time I crack open those history books, I'm like, wow, these Spartans, like, oh my god.
So basically, all those professors that keep getting in trouble, they have a long, storied history behind them.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of precedent there.
A lot of disgusting precedent, yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
But the Spartan ones always cheers me up, and I get where they're coming from. You will always fight better for a lover next to you instead of a stranger. So yeah, they would literally have orgies before battle. Thermopylae in your mind will never be the same when you realize what happened the night before. So yeah, I love history. You turn left.
Thanks everyone for tuning into Horny History with Capricious Nature.
Oh, good.
I know.
Why is that not your stream?
channel? Horny history. I love that. Thank you. That's $1 million idea. So. I mean, let's be honest, 99% of the problems in Greek myths were caused by Zeus sticking his penis somewhere it shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think you're muted now. Yeah, I muted briefly, just to fix the mic issues. But yeah,
you can get John to write the theme tune for Horny History. There you go.
Yeah, you can sing for me.
To money. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Balls deep! Balls deep! It's Horny History! You know, just do it full falsetto, please. And $1 million idea. It's right there.
Wait, you like
Dive deep into horny history.
With Horny History. There you go. You got it. That's yours. You take that.
Wonderful. This is what happens, folks, when you have a GM running on 2 hours of sleep. My brain is liquid. So you guys turn left. Let me chug that caffeine. You guys turn left and you start heading back in towards the main town itself. As you get further down the street, again, it's pretty much pitch black. What I need all of you to do is please give me a agility and survival again. Or sorry, perception athletics. Perception athletics. Not to fall or trip. Good, 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 good. You even got an AP. And Camacho, good. All right, so yeah, all of you get down this road, and you're heading down towards where you had already been. There was that school that had been up on the left. You pass these old derelict structures that you've been past before. You pass the building that had spray painted on the front in Mandarin, just "Do not enter," and "Stay out." That was spray painted on the front. It seems to have been a larger hotel complex pre-war. And you guys are now officially like the block right before the school. There is there's another convenience store that is off on your left, and then there's that turn to head on up to the school, and then there is the road. Excuse me, the road ahead of you that will curve around. Oh my god, hiccups to Del Rago. So do you guys want to go into the convenience store? Do you want to head up towards the school, or do you want to continue on your way to Del Rago? It is now about 10 o'clock at night.
Let's explore that convenience store.
Food is good. I feel like it's going to be harder to search considering it's dark. Maybe we should go for a group check. We might get less loot, but we're probably more likely to get something.
That's a good point.
Okay.
I'm not sure who's best at these things. I think if it's perception survival, I think Camacho might.
I think I'm the highest, and it's tagged.
That being said, if it is site-based, I could reduce the DV by 1 if I lead it.
That would probably be better, because then we can throw an AP on it for Minsky. Minsky gets 1 success, then we just all get a bunch of successes.
Or none. But, alright.
That's probably likely.
You want Minsky or Camacho?
I think we have a better chance of initial success if Camacho does it. If we're looking to generate AP, I should probably lead it though.
So yeah, you guys get to this convenience store. Let me pull this up. I'm going to generate a new one. Boop, boop. Let's find convenience store.
Whoever does it should probably spend at least 1 AP for at least 3 dice. Maybe spend 3 to get 4 dice.
Fine by me.
Oh, we've got
Minsky
what,
can
like
do it.
5? No. We've got like 5 AP, so you should absolutely do it.
So, take 3 AP then
Sure, whatever floats your boat.
for 4 dice, or
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
okay.
Right. Yeah, so your DV is a 3. You guys are going to be doing a group check. So you can start this off for us. You said you're going to use 3 AP to get 2 dice. Let's move those down. And you got all 3. So that is successes. What we're going to do now, anybody else who rolls a success in support for Perception Survival also has a chance to roll for support.
Damn.
I'm gonna re-roll with the luck.
Well, Minsky, any perception-based check is reduced to DV by 1. Does that count for supporting rolls too?
I don't think it's going to generate another success.
Because isn't 18 with a DB3 a complication?
Well, he's not really doing. He's not doing. He's really doing. The action he's attempting is the help action.
Yes.
Right. So really, he's not utilizing the wording of that skill, because what he's doing is helping.
Okay.
Not actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's how that.
The teacher forgot to give us homework, and there we go.
I forgot to give you homework. What did I do?
Yeah. No, I pointing out a rule that doesn't help the player always seems silly as a player.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, teacher, didn't you have homework? Yes, I gotcha. Yeah. So on here, let's see for helping. So assist. You assist another character with their next test. When the character you are assisting takes their turn, attempts their task, you provide assistance. If you have not yet acted this round, you may give your turn later in the round to assist your ally. and the rule comes in on page number 16. Describe how you are helping, and decide with the GM which attribute and skill combination you're using. Then roll 1d20 and add any success you generate to theirs, providing a score of at least one of their own. If they don't generate any success, then you cannot add to success. So yeah, you would have to generate a success. So you can spend a luck to re-roll, or just leave it as a fail.
Yeah, if there's no complication, I'll just leave it.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Okay, yeah, no, then I am going to spend a luck to re-roll.
Okay. Just like we need some pretty nice specificity about where we're aiming our guns, Sean.
All right.
That'll do it.
All right, I'm unplugging my computer. I'll see you guys next week. So Minsky's got a 10. All right, Sean, we have a success. And Jianyu, we have a success. Minsky re-rolled because of the complication. And we have a chance here. Camacho, you also have an 18. Do you want to re-roll your 18? Or
Yes.
leave it be?
I'll reroll the 18.
Okay, so it'll be...
I'll burn a point of luck.
Yep, 1 luck. Nineteen. I mean...
Come on, at least get a 20.
And I'll take a I'll take a
-2. Yeah.
-2.
This is our last one from chat. Thank you very much. This comes from Stinkpong. All right, that's another success. All right, so Camacho, you have successfully searched this area, and you are being assisted by Jianyu as well as Sean. So I'm going to jump onto our table. For this, let's see. My goodness. Okay, so Camacho, you're searching around, and you actually find what seems to be in scattered around on the floor of the broken entrance. It's cracked glass. This place has been broken into many times before, very heavily searched. But what you see on the ground is you actually see a couple of shotgun shells that were unfired. So you find 4 shotgun shells.
Big find.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I burn another point of luck?
To increase to rarity 2.
See if I can find the shotgun that that goes to these rounds.
You could burn an
Those with
AP
these
to get an
rounds?
extra roll on the table. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can. So how this works is that if you want to use a point of luck, what that does is that I will re-roll on here, and it will be the next rarity up. So the next item that comes up goes from rarity 1 to rarity 2, or rarity 2 to rarity 3. If you roll if you use an AP, you're able to gain an additional roll from the search.
Okay. You guys mind using an AP?
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It'll produce something.
So what do I...
Right. So, gonna roll again for our location. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, so you get those 4 shotgun shells. They're unfired, so they're usable.
Toss on the Sean.
And it looks as
Those go to Sean.
Oh, those go to Sean. Okay. Wow. Okay. It looks as if, as you're looking around, what was this person firing at? You see what looks to be a kind of a mostly hollowed out shell of a head from one of the Hermes bots. and it seems to be very heavily damaged, except for a set of optics that are inside of it that still seem to be functional.
Pass those to Jianyu.
Ooh, that's a nice find. Maybe we could rig these up into Minsky.
Minsky. Turn them into a searchlight. Mount searchlights on Minsky.
Definitely need searchlights on Minsky.
Let me see if that actually applies or if this is just silliness. Okay, so what it is modified with, this is the actuated frame optics. So these are a set of actuated frame optics. And if you want to install the actuated frame optics, because it is from a Hermes and not from a Mr. Handy, it will require an Armorer 1.
All right.
Because it's going.
So I can't do that
between
right now.
ones.
Stick it in your inventory for now. And
Yep, I wrote it down.
We'll modify him later.
In like the first in like the first session that we ever did, I found a voltaic frame which requires a rank 4 armorer. So like, just let anybody know that I still have that. In case it's a voltaic frame for robot optics. Increases energy weapon damage.
Doesn't that only require armor 2?
Yeah, that would actually be 3 because it would be transferred between. It wouldn't be a 4. The one that's 4 is the hydraulic frame. Yeah. So yeah, you have 2 possibilities of future optics. One requires an armor 3. The other one will require an armor 1. So that's the second item that you find. You see that somebody had unloaded the shotgun shell and successfully killed their target, which was that bot there. You also have your second success. So as you are looking around, our next one is actually one of my favorite ones. You find an old note. It seems to be an old note that is that was crumpled up in the corner.
Open it up, see if I can read it.
The language is written in Mandarin. Do you read Mandarin?
Yes.
All right. The old note that you find, it literally seems to have like a drawing of the counter itself, and it has a couple of circled locations, and you see written on there, it says safety lock boxes.
Oh.
And so that is.
Oh,
go ahead.
Sure. I share the information with them.
Okay. So that is what you were able to find. Those that were helping her, we had Sean and we had Jianyu. Jianyu, let's pull up for the table. As you're searching around inside of the 812, you head on back because you were hungry and you were thirsty earlier, so your brain went immediately to your tummy. And you go to the back and you find 2 cartons of glowing dirty water.
Ooh, good stuff there. All right, take that.
And so each of these cartons, you can see there's radiation glow coming from it.
Tasty.
Delicious. Just extra protein, right?
Yeah.
And Sean, you are searching around in the area as well. Let's see. You head on over and you start looking through like the little area that has the bits and the baubles, usually where people go to grab their like toothpaste or their mouthwash and other stuff. And you find located back there, you see a full stim pack still in its packaging, plastic packaging.
Tidy. I'll write that.
So
Okay.
that's what you guys are able to find in the location. You also, as I mentioned, got that old note that mentioned the lock boxes. You can try to follow through with that, or you guys can move on. What do we want to do?
Pick up the lock.
We should probably just keep going.
boxes.
Let's
the
check the
lockboxes are
lockboxes
in-
if they're here.
Yeah, they're in here.
Oh. Opening bad boys
Yeah,
up.
I mean, following, if we've got the note, then we shouldn't have to search if it's pointing out directly where they are.
Yeah. So the note that that Camacho found, it was literally like a drawing of the counters up there in the front, and it circled the location and then marked it down in Mandarin that these were lock boxes. Seeing as most of these places were run by the Hermes robots, they didn't really use registers. They would simply intake the money and then put it into a lockbox.
Okay.
Well, we'll try and find the lock. Go look where it says the lock boxes. Then, yeah.
All
Scavenger
right.
hunt.
Yeah, so you guys head on over there. What I would like you to do is please, because you know where they are, it's marked out. I'd like you to roll me a athletics strength check to try and get it open with your bare hands. Will be a DV of 3. If you have a blunt melee weapon of some kind, it will be a DV of 2. If you have a heavy blunt melee weapon, it will be a DV of 1.
Do we pick the lock?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, you can try picking
Hold
the
on.
lock as well.
Lockpick is a tag skill for Al Jacobs.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, lockpick will
Let
work
me-
as well. Lockpick perception, and let me pull up our lock boxes really quick. And let's see what our DV for our lock box is going to be.
You get 14 tries
14 tries.
plus whatever.
Oh, that's the number
Oh, right.
of bobby pins you have?
Took me a minute.
Yeah.
I have 4 bobby pins.
Alright,
18
so
tries.
yeah, the first lockbox that you get over to, it's a sealed container and it's locked with an electronic lock. And so to
Oh,
try
okay.
and hack this electronic lock, it will require a DV4 intelligence and science check. Otherwise, you can try to physically break it open.
I can try.
He gets excited to like do his lockbox thing, and then as soon as he walks up to it, he like cracks his knuckles and he looks at it. And he goes, "Right, no, I can't do that one. This is ridiculous. They got a whole damn computer attached to that one. Come on,
You want me to take a look? Oh,
Yes, Matt.
Be
It's
back,
my
yes.
test.
Yeah, you guys can also do a group test, the 2 of you. That'd be fun.
yeah.
What are your stats looking like? Intelligence.
I got 11 total with a tag.
Same here. So
Oh, nice.
I'll do backup.
All right, then I'll take lead on that. I'm gonna spend the 1 AP if that's cool with y'all.
Go for it.
For sure.
All right.
That's our last AP.
All else fails.
Yep.
All
Are
else
they?
fails,
Are
Minsky
you guys
does it
lockpicking?
open.
No,
No,
they're
we're doing
trying to hack
science.
the lock.
Hacking.
Okay. I will try to assist you guys.
All right, so we've got a 1, a 2, a 3, and you said you're going to try to assist him, so go ahead and roll intelligence science, Val.
And a complication that's gonna blow the whole thing up.
Then he rolls a 20.
Son of a bitch! Luck point! I use luck point, shut up! I use luck point, be quiet.
Okay,
Okay.
reroll,
Of course, it's a complication. This is how this works.
There we go. Critical
Holy shit.
success. You actually pass that, and you get your 1 AP back, the one that was spent earlier. So Jianyu, you're hacking away at this thing, and Minsky even comes up and starts helping, and then Val's just like, do you know what? Too many cooks in a kitchen. That's an invalid statement, and reaches over, realizes that he knows exactly what the issue is, and literally hits the pound key, and it opens up.
All right, you gotta hit pound key for enter. That makes sense. Yeah.
You're nicer, because I was sitting here imagining, like, me and Minsky are about to pop this thing. He shoves in there, it's like, watch this! It's all, like, sparking, about to blow up. He's like, bam! Like the Foz, and it opens.
Literally imagined him falling forward and falling on top of it, and as he hits it, his hand hits the pound key.
Failing forward.
All right, now this is actually one of my favorite loot tables for this. This comes from our oddities and valuables. So this sealed locked container DV4 has an additional 4 loot that are located inside of it, and these come from a specific loot table. The first one is actually a piece of armor, and what you find in there is you see that somebody had stored a heavy metal leg armor. And it is rarity 3 item. So heavy metal leg armor.
Oh.
Who wants that?
Go to one of you two babosos that keep breaking your legs.
Oh, Val, you got it open.
Well, let's see what else is in there.
The second thing that you find in there is you find what look to be several rounds. These are gamma rounds. You may or may not be familiar with what a gamma round is, but you find these. They're these kind of oblong-looking, kind of glowing little things that look like they'd go into a gun. You're not sure what kind of gun, but they look like they'd be pretty expensive. You find 3 of those gamma rounds. And you find an additional component of armor. You find a metal helmet that's in there. So it looks as if this was a security locker for the for the location. In case somebody broke in or tried to rob the store, this is what they were going to use. And there is one additional lockbox there under the counter. For this one, it is, oh my Christ. It is another electronic locked container. The issue is for this one, it is completely dead. It will require some use of a power source. And once you've found a power source, it will require a DV4 intelligence and science check to open.
Are these metal lockboxes?
These are metal lockboxes, yes.
When I was trying to hack the first one, did it just stick to me?
Well, it's built into the counter, so it's not like it got ripped out of the counter to you.
All right.
So you got stuck to it, sorta.
Yeah.
He's drawn to it.
It's like every time I
just
push
need
the
to touch
button,
it.
it's sucking me in.
I'm encountering resistance.
I have a power core. Can I hook the power core up to this thing like a car battery?
Oh my god. That's a lot of power.
Yeah.
I think we'd be better off just like Minsky, no offense,
It's like-
just wiring Minsky up again.
Or I could try to use a gamma round.
I thought about that too, but that's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna do what you want it to do.
That's
They
not
set
enough.
it off and it irradiates us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Passive radiation.
Could be fun.
I will let you guys do whatever you want to do. Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what your role's gonna be.
Do we have any
Anyone have grenades?
left? Yeah, any grenades left?
I got one Molly and I got a mine.
Oh. We could make a complicated system of levers and pulleys that would allow us to drop the mine face down onto the lockbox in the floor, exploding and hopefully damaging it enough to open it.
Or you could just,
and maybe just blowing everything inside to pieces.
putting it down on the floor and then just tossing a rock at it, right? That would
Yeah, because
also
we'll
work.
hit it. We'll definitely hit it. We'll roll here's what happened. We'll roll a complication, and the rock will hit the mine, and the mine will bounce off the floor and back into our hands, and then explode.
No, the mine will propel the rock directly into your skull.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And you'll break
If you
your leg in the
lay,
process.
I mean, if you lay the mine down, I'm pretty confident Sean could hit it, but it's up.
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
we could just shoot it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
That's
we'll get
too
anything
easy.
out of it that
The
way.
bullet ricochets.
I mean, we
back
might just be
directly into
free.
your skull.
You can shoot mines in the Fallout games. I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But I just think that the mine system's gonna it's gonna blow up the lockbox. It might blow up what's in it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Blow up contents. Yeah, that would be bad.
Has anyone
Also,
got decent explosive skill?
What's that?
Has anyone got a decent explosive skill, like a 10 at least? For
Oh
one of
yeah,
us?
I got explosives. I can blow that shit up. But
What? Could you strip the mine down and get some of the explosives in the mine?
make a
Put it on
breach
the
charge.
hinges. Yeah. Put it on the hinges and just pop the hinges off. I imagine that would take a decent explosive score to do, which is why I said at least a 10 to try that.
Yeah, I got an 11 as tagged.
A decent amount of time.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good way to blow myself
Well,
up.
I mean,
We can go for that.
we're heading towards a death asteroid, so let's
Before we get too
take the time to do it.
explosive with it, we could just try, cutting through the box.
Buzz it open.
You want to go simple on this?
I wasn't aware whether you could actually do that or not, but that's okay. If
Of
you can.
course.
Well, be my
The
guest.
first option I gave
Go
you
for it,
guys was
Minsky.
melee, so yeah, of course
Alright.
you can.
You said blunt,
Have
though.
at it.
That's why I wasn't
I hit it with my pimp cane.
nice.
How about you?
Just poke at it with the pimp cane until it finally gives in.
Pops right open.
What do you want to do?
But yeah, no. I'll try taking my buzzsaw to it.
All right. Go ahead and give me melee strength. It's going to be a DV4 or DV3. DV3.
Is that AP still there?
I don't
yes.
know. Yes, there is 1 AP left.
All right. Any -2s in chat?
There are none.
Not yet.
Any -2s in chat?
There are none. No.
I lost my page.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. I don't know.
You sure?
All right. Well, I'll take.
You should check again.
Take the non-existent -2.
No.
All right. All right. So just the AP then.
So AP -2. 3 successes. You got it. So yeah, you're just like you go after it with your buzzsaw. You're just like, I don't like these explosives idea, and you just kind of cut straight into it. Go ahead and roll me your damage for your buzzsaw, because this lockbox has a health points.
Not fantastic.
You are able to chip off a piece of the D-pad on the front of the display, which will now make it a DV5 to open with electronics and science intelligence.
So we're
And
committed
power.
now.
I think I might have made things worse. Sorry.
I'll just keep hacking at it.
Yeah, I mean, if you just keep hitting it, right?
I keep hitting it.
Okay. You do not have a that AP, so go for it. It's DV3.
Ooh, that is a good point. I'll give it a shot.
All right. It's 2 20s. Your arm explodes. You
Minus
try
2.
hacking at it, and it doesn't really seem to land on it.
It appears I need to sharpen my saw. Anyone else got any ideas?
Now we resort to explosives.
Sorry,
No, I have no other ideas.
I don't know why that Geiger counter is going off. That's not me, I promise.
Just my ammo.
Yeah, there you go. Your ammo just started.
All right. You guys might want to back away. Pull up the mine. Let's try to make a breach charge out of this.
I think I'll wait outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah,
That's
Bill
wise.
goes outside. He's like, absolutely not.
I mean, what could go wrong?
But
Famous last words.
yeah,
I'm
see ya. We'll
stepping
be outside.
We have no AP. So
Sean's got ice water in his veins. He's staying put.
all right. I need to -2 now. Oh,
Use your luck
actually,
point.
I actually have luck. I have luck back. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Let's use a luck point.
End up looking like Wile E. Coyote.
Fucking Acme mine that he's trying to use.
Oh shit, it is. Because it's a homemade mine. Alright, 2 successes.
Right.
Alright, you're able to successfully set up the charges on the mine itself. Now you need to find a way to detonate it.
Sean, do your thing.
Can I shoot it? Is that gonna work? Did ask you on you.
Sure.
Have you set it up in a way? that
I mean,
can shoot it?
it would work.
Still have a pretty decent explosive radius because it affects the zone, but you could totally shoot it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stand outside of the zone and fire from there.
So you're gonna step outside of the building and shoot into the building.
From the doorway.
Okay.
Is there something else we can rig up?
No, if I fire from the doorway, it'll be outside of the blast radius.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking thing gone?
That's what we would hope.
Alright then.
Alright, let's step back and
Presumably
chaos
it's
we
just
cause.
enough explosives to take the hinges off without scrapping the whole thing. By your best estimation from the roll. That's what you
I
wanted
mean-
Jianyu to do?
I'm working with homemade mines here, so
Yeah.
not quite sure what the hell they put in this thing, but we'll see.
Okay then, well,
Go ahead and shoot.
It ought to blow up.
DV2. Fuck's sake.
You blast
With a
off
14.
around and miss it. So you shoot into the building and there's no explosion.
I got enough of them. I'll fire again.
There
Yes!
we go. You shoot into the building and you hit it. And you generate an AP from this. The mine inside of there, has everybody walked outside of the building?
I definitely am.
Yes.
Okay. The mine goes off because this is a homemade explosives with like enriched fertilizer from Dynamo. This thing blasts off, and you see the counter that was in front of it just go straight towards the front door. And you now see that filling the air inside of the building is just loose cash that is partially on fire, flying through the air after this explosion.
Worth it.
That's really cool. I've seen it in the movies,
Yeah.
but now I've seen it in real life.
We made confetti.
You did.
Right. This was definitely worth it.
Yeah, Sean will step in through the smoke almost as soon as the explosion has gone off and started to settle down, just straight to see if there's anything other than cash, heavier inside the safe that wouldn't have got projected outwards, presumably.
Right. So, first thing on here is that we had the cash. So, 1 second. So the cash that flew around the building, if you guys want to, do you guys want to bother collecting it or no?
I think it's worth grabbing some of it. We might run into vending machines that'll actually take it.
Good point.
Holy shit! I never thought of that.
Yeah.
So you want to collect the cash?
Yeah.
All right. So whoever is collecting the cash, you now have 91 caps worth of pre-war money. Pretty decent stack of these 100 NT bills.
Who is collecting it?
I don't know.
I was going to collect some. We can split it if you guys want.
Inside of there, inside of the now hole in the ground that you have blown out, what you find in there is you also find a... Hold on 1 second. Is it? Holy shit! You find a stealth boy.
Hot damn!
Why?
I think Sean finds a stealth boy.
Yeah.
He pockets it.
You also find what looks to be a small box of where were they? Sorry, which one was that? Small box of fusion cells that can be used for a blaster. On one of the Hermes models, you find 10 fusion cells.
Pick the fusion cells up and wave them at... I'm not actually sure. So this is me asking as a player and a character. I'll wave them at Minsky. You need these?
Oh, that'll be quite useful. Thank you.
Yeah. Throw them over. All right.
Right. So who's splitting the cash?
You throw them over. Minsky, the 10 fusion cells. And they stick to it. They stick to it.
Oh my god, Minsky has the best inventory system now.
Toss
shit at him. He'll stick.
Oh,
Minsky, hold this for me.
How curious. Can someone help get these off of me?
Yeah, I got you.
That's not normal.
Most certainly
Turn
not.
them into horns.
That flying robot ain't normal.
Are we all splitting the money? If the 5 of us split it, it's 18 caps apiece.
And pre-war
18
currency.
caps worth of pre-war money.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I mean,
also,
I'm down with taking some if you guys don't care, but if somebody else wants it, I don't care.
does Minsky use money?
I imagine Minsky would have to use caps to get like repairs and whatnot.
Something, right? That's what I thought.
Speciesist. That's not okay.
I don't think robot is a species.
I just don't need food
but
or
good try.
Medication.
We also never told me how many caps were in my legs.
Intelligencist? Oh, we did.
You had 24 caps in your legs.
Yeah, you had 24
How many?
caps. 24.
24?
Yeah.
Yes. Because I scribbled it down for my journal entry.
Yeah. And your body pushed those out like tadpole larvae.
Speaking of legs, can I take that metal leg?
Yeah, go
Put
for
it on my right leg.
Unless Sean wants it.
Now, who wants the metal helmet?
Well, he got the stealth boy. So.
This is true.
The metal helmet would get in the way of my dashing good looks, so no thank you.
Right,
You
maybe
give
you
it to
should put it
Minsky?
on.
On top of his top hat.
I've already got this bitch in hat.
Oh my god.
You don't want the metal helmet?
Well, the metal helmet is metal, so you could literally have the top hat right here and then just like stick the metal helmet, and it will magnetically attach itself to your chassis.
We're just gonna start like lining it with metal armor.
Draw a face on the. Turn it around, draw a face on it, and that way I'll have two heads.
So I already have a hard hat, which is just 2 physical. The metal helmet's 2 physical, 1 energy.
You don't want it, I'll take it.
If you don't have anything for your head, yeah, you can go for it. You're in the fights more than I am, so I'll let you take the metal one. I'll stick with my hard hat.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. So are we all splitting the pre-war money, or just a couple of us like collecting it up and shoving it in our pockets?
I can take 18 worth.
Yeah, we'll take 18. Well, I'll take 18 monies.
All right, then. 18 monies.
I would like 18 monies, please. Alright, so each of you have 18 caps worth of pre-war money. So there's just each of you got a little stack of 100 NT and 500 NT bills that you toss into your wherevers. I'm not sure exactly where this would store for Minsky.
Minsky has a
storage compartment.
Sure.
Yeah. Something like that.
We're just in my lab
For Minsky, we could make it into the coins, so it's all just the, like, 18 caps worth of pre-war coins, and you can just stick them to your hull.
Be hard to trade those in.
Yeah, but it'd look kind of like sequins if you got enough of them.
Yeah, can you get my money? It's stuck to my butt.
You can.
Excuse me, don't touch me there while I'm trying to pay you.
Hey now, don't touch me there. That's my money square. Ding, 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 ding.
His lab coat has pockets, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
in my lab coat pocket.
There you go.
You just jam it into the hat. Got your pimp hat, your pimp cane. Now your pimp hat is filled with cash. Your pimp cane is... well, it's there for the bitches.
His pimp hat is strong.
Every part of me is like dead right now internally. I love this though. Hold on one second. Finishing up soon. Hey RC Walker, thanks for joining us. Dang, had to leave quickly. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. And awesome, yeah. Isn't pre-war money just a form of junk that can be used for recycling and not much more? Pre-war money actually has cap value. So yeah. Vampire, if you were to find pre-war money, you can trade it in for caps at vendors and stuff if they're interested in purchasing it. Yeah, it's just another form of cash, pretty much.
It has barter value.
Yeah, it has barter value. They used that in the old school Fallout games. They used it in 3. They used it in 4. They use it in 76. The only one that had like the different currencies that had specific values was New Vegas. I think that was the only one.
But in 76, pre-war money is not worth anything.
Oh, okay.
In Fallout 2, they give you money to start, which is really weird. It works on a money economy where every other game works on caps. It's very strange.
Yeah. So, yes, it's there. It's real. It's worth money. Money is worth money.
Well, the NTR's been established at that point, isn't it? So that's why.
Although hopefully they're not here in Taiwan, because that would be a little troublesome.
Yeah.
The new California Republic. We found a way to cross the Pacific. Caesar's right behind us. So
there was an ice age.
Yeah, an ice age. Yeah, they just crossed the refreezing of the Bering Strait. That's it. So yeah, you guys have raided this location. You've found pretty much everything in there. You've wrecked the interior of this building and collected the money up off the floor. The counters are fucked and the lock boxes are gone. There's a hole in the floor, and you guys have made a very loud ruckus.
Damn right we did.
Damn right we did. And that's where we're going to end our session. When we come back, we're going to continue on. Your guys' end goal, you mentioned, was that you wanted to get over to the Del Rago, and so we are going to be heading down that way once we get back out. In-game time, I'm going to note down at this point, because you guys were searching for a while. It is now midnight. Sorry, not midnight. Let's say it's, what, like 12... Or sorry, it's 0 o'clock, pretty much. It's 0 o'clock on the 23rd of October. And then the last step before we head on out, I'm going to need all of you to please move your hunger, thirst, and sleep down by 1. This is a full encounter. Everybody except for the robot. Nice. My God, Jianyu, take care of your body. No wonder Ame was worried about how much you were eating. Shit.
I'm grieving, okay? Can't demand just like, you know.
I mean, we could always just, if you're grieving, then we can just move this guy over here and then put this one down here.
Oh, thanks. I needed that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
That's so much
exhausted,
better.
and you have 12 fatigue.
All right, that sounds like pretty much any normal day for me.
Yeah, I think what is it? Every fatigue that you have takes away 1 of your HP. Every new scene.
At the start of
actually,
the
I think our
series.
fatigue should have gone away when we slept because we didn't have any sources of fatigue. Nothing's at starving, dehydrated, exhausted.
Yeah.
And we don't have any disease.
Yeah, I put it on the wrong space when I moved it. I was just playing around. And nobody has disease? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Someone's irradiated.
But that's not disease.
It's different.
Yeah, I got 1 rad point for dog food. That's it. We boiled everything else. So.
Okay. I thought somebody was diseased.
I picked up something that I managed to roll get rid of like the first day.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. I was going to say, I don't think I'm that crazy. I know I'm a little insane, but not that crazy. We're going to be wrapping up here. I play all Fallouts but Shelter, and PWM is worth 3 caps and 4. Most expensive source of cloth there is. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Whenever I found it, I was like, I'm not scrapping this. That is so stupid. It's worth the caps to sell it. We are pausing here. We are inside of our 812, and we have gone through, found everything of usefulness, and blown off a modified landmine. I'm going to switch over to our player tags on here, and I'm going to have our players outro themselves. Give me 1 second to turn off the extremely creepy atmosphere, because we're all good on that. So let's go to something else. Boo. Oh, that sounds like fun. Okay. All right, go ahead and outro yourselves, folks. Got a slightly calmer background music now. Stinkpalm.
Alright, I'm Stinkpalm 007 or Tracy. I play Jianyu, our explosives mad scientist. And we're putting out an update on Medicine Timer Red really soon. Almost done with it. Hopefully this weekend. So look for that on Cybernation Uncensored.
Awesome, thank you. Logar.
Hey, I've been Logar the Yogar. You can find me at Logar, twitch.tv/Logar the Yogar, twitter.com/Logar the Yogar, and at Instagram, Twig and Logar. On Sundays, I GM a game called Starfinder. Starfinder is a game about magic and technology and aliens and space and a bunch of other cool stuff. We'll be playing this Sunday, taking another break from our main story to play BattleBots again. I'm going to redo it, and then this will be the final time, and then I'm going to release it as a module, which is going to be great. So come by and do that. Please, thank you. Have a good day.
Awesome, thank you. Don.
Thanks everyone for watching. I am John. I played Minsky, your nurse handybot with a magnetic personality tonight. You can find me on the Cybernation Uncensored Discord as Johnny Drop. You can find me here every Friday for Fallout Asia, and tomorrow and every Saturday for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. Other Sandman 3096 in the chat, and if you'd like, you can check out my SoundCloud at Arxen.
Awesome, thank you. Raven.
Hey everyone, I'm Raven. I've had the pleasure of playing Camacho tonight for you, the Merc Survivor. You can catch me here every Friday for Fallout Asia and every Saturday for Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. You can find me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. Be on the lookout for High Riders. The High Riders are coming.
Woo! Space.
The final
Thank
frontier.
you.
Yes, the final frontier. All right, and Mark.
Yeah, Captain Mark 87 on the Discord. You can find me here and on Capricious' Nomads game on Saturdays. Sunday morning for him. On this channel at the same time, both evenings. And over at twitch.tv/Heroes in Theory on Sundays for D&D.
Awesome, thank you. And I've got that time updated. Oh, 6
Lovely,
p.m.
yeah.
Oh, oops. That's my mistake. Oops. All right. But yeah, so it's the 2 o'clock for yours, 2 o'clock Pacific Standard.
Yes. And then you've got to do, looks like you've got to do the charity stream next week. So go ahead.
Well, I gotta update that right now. Save it and then update it. There we go. Poof. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am GM Capricious Nature, or Overseer Capricious Nature, for our Fallout game. I am GMing here. I GM our Fallout Asia. Tomorrow I'll be GMing our absolutely fantastic Cyberpunk Goes Nomad game, where I've got several of my players here. And then after that, starting this week, I am officially joining as a player again. Yes! I will be joining up with Fallout 2D20 Pacific Northwest under the wonderful author Darren Drader. And I'm going to be bringing in a character from my Cyberpunk game that some of you might recognize was not fully utilized to its potential. So I'm going to be bringing in that character into the Fallout game for Pacific Northwest. When it comes to next week, though, we have a bit of a schedule change because we have our big game, April 1st, and no, it's not April Fool's. We are going to be playing a charity stream in cooperation with Artel Saurian Games. You can join us at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I thought it was Eastern, so 6 p.m. Pacific. And join us on up. We're going to have a bunch of different guests. And we're also going to have an absolutely awesome guest GM coming on in, who I'm not going to share who it is. I'm going to let Rob take care of that when he is ready to share. And yeah, I look forward to seeing all of you folks tomorrow. If you are able to join us for the Cyberpunk Goes Nomad, I will be super happy to see you there. And if you are able to join us over on the... One second. If you're able to join us over on the Pacific Northwest, I'm actually going to drop a link for that right now for his Twitch channel. Twitch.tv, and it's Pacific Northwest. Pack Northwest. Because I forgot to get in that URL earlier. I feel like a total doofus today. There we go. And there we go. I will drop that link in right meow. And this is where I will be playing, as well as Sean, who is one of my players as well over at our Cyberpunk Nomad game. That's Vampire Bites. The last 3 streams have all said it was a surprise. I didn't know if it was spoiled or not, Vampire. So we'll see. Oh, that's up to Rob. I'm just the little man here. Rob is the big man. He's Dalaban. So I'll let him spill the beans if he wants to spill the beans. It's not my place. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope to see you tomorrow here for our Cyberpunk Goes Nomad. And you can catch me over on twitch.tv/2D20 Fallout Pack NW for the Pacific Northwest game that I'll be joining. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.
Cyber Nation Uncensored.